Another day breaks. Short sigh. For some, it'll be the best day of their life. For others, it will be the worst.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
There's one emergency service that gets to know us more intimately than any other.
If you feel sick and you need to vomit, just vomit, but let me know when you're finished.
When you called in, you said that she'd been drinking and she'd messed herself.
They'll spill everything out to us. For some reason, they seem to think we hold all the answers.
Any chance you can remember where Trevor Cliff lives?
In the UK, an ambulance is now dispatched once every 5 seconds.
Whoa! So many points for that. Right. See ya.
At a cost of £250 a time.
That went well.
OK, look at him closely and tell me if he's breathing at all.
Filming with ambulance call handlers.
You need to pump the chest hard and fast at least twice per second.
And paramedics across Britain.
I think we're going to have to go up, Neil. What are you doing out here? I'll stay back. No, I'm staying back. I'm staying back. I'm staying back.
It's all right, mate.
This is the story of why we're in greater need of the ambulance service than ever before.
Mate, we don't want you to take an overdose.
I don't give a shit.
I am desperate to get help. Help me.
No, I just don't want to be here anymore because of my appearance.
It's what's inside, though, isn't it, sweetheart?
It's not me, it's my friend who's been stabbed.
Of emergencies that change lives forever.
I just remember him laying down here and me then thinking, that's it. Give me a hug.
And what happens when the medical emergency is over?
James, lay down, mate. James, lay down, that's it.
And the paramedics have left.
I just delivered my nephew.
This time, how despite endless public health warnings and promises of government action, we're still failing to get to grips with our national drink problem.
Oh dear. It's what people do. It's the British way.
We like to queue, we like to main, we like to get drunk and end up in the back of an ambulance.
Groovy, baby. Groovy.
So you've got dinner with you, have you?
Me? No. You up for kebab?
Oh, here we go. Rest, rest, rest.
Cricketers.
Sorry, gonna be drunk.
Just because he's outside a pub at 11:30 on a Saturday night does not mean he is wasting my time. I think there is every chance that this is a serious medical emergency.
Where's the windmills waving us down?
Is that someone up there? That's someone waving.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, he's made it 100 yards from the pub. He's all right.
Oh, look at that. Doing the honourable thing for humanity. Call in an ambulance. That'll sort his life right out.
Oi, mate, do you know this geezer?
No, I don't know him, but
All right.
he smells of drink.
What's your name, mate? Can you hear me?
There you go, mate. Nice one. Let's have a walk. Oh, just this way.
Off.
What do you mean, fuck off?
Look at you, and the fuckers. Fuck off.
I don't love you.
Do you want us to help you or not? Where do you live?
As soon as someone calls 999, we're then obliged to ensure that they're okay. He could fall down a mine or jump off a cliff, or he could aspirate on his vomit like Jimi Hendrix did. I can't just leave him there.
He has, in fairness, told us to fuck off. He could oblige.
No.
emergency ambulance. What's the address of the emergency?
Haymarket SW1. There's a man lying unconscious on the street.
Okay, sir. Well, the help is being organised as we're speaking.
Across Britain, ambulance emergency calls are received about patients suffering the effects of alcohol once every 14 seconds.
Lucky legs, lucky legs.
In there?
There's an ambulance here already, so it's okay.
Are there an ambulance crew right there with you?
Yes.
Hello, what's happened?
We find this guy on the street. He's not related to us. We don't know him at all.
Thank you very much for your help.
Come on. Wait yourself.
Yeah. Hello, buddy. What's your name?
You've wet yourself, you've vomited everywhere. You can't go home. You're in too much of a state. You can't go home.
A bit big, eh?
2, 3.
Oh, good God. That's what a fantastic smell we've discovered.
Did you know you'd pooed yourself? No. Are you normally incontinent, or is it just when you have lots of alcohol?
Put a blanket on him in a minute.
What's a code brown?
What's code brown? That's if someone's lost control of their bowels.
Hate code brown. We all look at each other and go, code brown, but then I'm never sure if that's the patient or my crewmate.
Oh, I've got it on me. I've got it on me. How we doing, team?
Can you stop off at Tesco's? We need to get some pampers.
Oh, dear. I think they're all out at the moment.
Oh, hang on a minute.
Here he goes. He's gonna blow.
I believe he was the executive of quite a big company.
Don't you dare, don't you. Get your feet on. You'd be sick in the bowl.
If I'd lost control of my bowels and someone had to take me to the hospital, and the humiliation of sobering up and realising just what had gone on, I'd be mortified. That would be the point where I would say I will never have another drink.
It's all on me, Joe. I've got it all on me. Can't touch my uniform. I'm going to take it home and burn it.
Oh, no.
You've got a quite expensive Mercedes ambulance. All the different bits of kit we have are in the tens of thousands of pounds. Probably per ambulance is probably about £100,000.
Oh, it still smells in here.
I'm home, it's like a farm.
From getting the call to being available again to the public, that job probably took 3 hours.
And it's not even
Not
like
the cesspit.
animal. It smells like...
It's proper neuro shit, isn't it?
You fall asleep in a gutter, you incontinent, and you vomit on yourself. You'll get picked up, you'll probably be taken to A&E, where they'll be nice to you and give you a new set of trousers, and then you'll go home. Your wallet hasn't been hurt. In fact, you've probably missed out on spending 60 quid on a taxi, because by the time you're sober, you can get on a tube. There's no repercussions, regardless of how badly wasted you get.
That smelled like it would look like a korma curry.
Oh, that's caked right up every part of him as well.
That's all around his testicles.
Oh.
In Essex, the crew have now been on scene for nearly an hour.
At least if he's here, we're not going to get repeat calls. Bit of pedigree, chum. Have you ever been that bad?
Obviously.
I generally always get myself home, though. I've been to some states. The pissed compass always gets me back. Why don't you go home, mate?
We've all got a mate that does get that drunk. Fortunately, I don't think I'm that guy.
There's no reason why an emergency ambulance needs to babysit him. He's drunk, he's sick.
doesn't want us to help him, and he is, at the minute, a bit of a danger to himself.
Have you guys still got a car that goes out and about, or is it just the bus? Right, so we've got SOS coming, mate.
Brilliant.
On Friday and Saturday nights in Southend, a group of volunteers now round up the town's drunks and look after them to relieve the pressure on A&E departments.
He's going to have one headache in the morning.
I don't mind taking just completely unconscious ones on the stretcher. They need to sober up. I just don't like being told to fuck off.
Do you not? It's your middle-class upbringing, mate. See, if you were proper working class, that's just punctuation.
Yeah.
Hello, ambulance. Tell me exactly what's happened.
You keep vomiting. Within the first breath and 2 words, I know if alcohol is related.
What's happened?
We've got a male who's extremely drunk and he keeps falling over.
Extremely drunk.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years, Britain's ambulance emergency call handlers have seen an inexorable rise in the number of alcohol-related calls.
People will come up with every kind of excuse as to why they drink to excess.
My boyfriend's had a bit too much to drink and he's just headbutted the front door and he's got blood all over his head.
Did he do that on purpose?
He did.
It's a reliever of stress, you know, from their hard-working week, that they deserve it. It's their way to relax.
Right, OK, darling, you keep pressing buttons and I can't hear what you're saying. I need you to tell me what's happening so that we can get some help to you.
Alcohol definitely is a mysterious molecule. It's like Rumpelstiltskin. It turns people into all different sorts of beings. They either become devious, mischievous, aggressive, flirty. You name it, it can happen on alcohol.
Murder of female, unconscious, in a pub. No way.
One of the biggest growths in problem drinking is now among middle-class women.
This lady, I think she's been at the race all day.
Wakey, wakey, open your eyes. Hiya.
My eyes.
What's your name? Come on, sit up. This way, this way, this way.
My naughty person.
Are you a naughty person? No, no. You've just had too much to drink, haven't you?
Being drunk is what people do. It's the British way. They finish work on a Friday, they go to the pub.
We like to queue, we like to main, we like to get drunk and end up in the back of an ambulance, or on the hood of a police car, or on the top of a taxi, or, you know, not that that's ever happened to me. I've never been on top of a taxi.
The problem transcends across class, doesn't it? Just because they're drinking a 40 quid bottle of wine doesn't make them any better than the person who's drinking a bottle of White Lightning.
Don't walk in the wee, though.
Central London's A&E departments are regularly so overrun by incapacitated binge drinkers that London Ambulance Service has been forced to create somewhere else to house them.
It's been called the Drunk Tank. It's a place where it's got sort of 7 or 8 camp beds that are very low to the floor, which are very wipeable and cleanable and with changeable sheets. It's a hive of drunkenness, and it's people covered in all sorts of different bodily fluids and vomit and faeces and you name it.
Oh, how dare these people? Who are they?
You are they.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
No.
I've been to people before that have said, I can't possibly go in there with those people. And, you know, you say, but that's exactly what you are this evening.
The ones that we see are at the far end of the spectrum of wastedness.
Hello.
A little bit of a code type thing when they arrive at hospital. You might walk in and the nurse might say, PFO, like, yeah, pretty much.
Don't try and stand.
Just stand
because you're just going to fall like that.
PFO is pissed, fallen over.
No, thank you. If someone's quite serious from it, they can be FUBAR.
Mom. Fuck you. Love you.
Effort beyond all recognition.
I love you.
Okay, so sit still.
Been to a few of them.
ETOH, plus plus, short for ethanol. And a plus plus next to anything just means lots and lots. So if someone has vomiting plus plus, they have vomited a lot. If they have ETOH plus plus, they have drunk a shed load.
An LOB?
Play me better. All right.
Load of bollocks.
The CLOB.
Wait a minute. Wait door.
Complete load of bollocks.
Fuck off then. See ya.
Or a FLOB. F-in load of bollocks.
That went well.
Over 1.2 million people a year are now admitted to hospital because of alcohol.
A 50-year-old man that has fallen over, face cut open, intoxicated. Okay, mate. Where's all the blood come from?
I don't know.
Can you do this? I want to look at your chin. Let go.
Yeah.
Head up. Head up. Head up. Okay, that's really nice things to get a dressing.
Back up there, Paolo, and we'll get you a dressing. Hold it back there.
So, Paolo, what happened, buddy? How did this happen?
He's a naughty, been a very naughty boy.
Has he?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it just woke me up. He came in dripping in. I was just thinking about him, and he came in dripping with blood. Malcolm, Malcolm. Oh, do it.
What's the matter, Paolo? Just put your chin up. That's it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's just get him out, shall we? I think if you wanted to keep drinking, you could always find a social circle to latch onto.
Oh, you need some stitches, Paolo.
Yeah, that's it. It's a blinkered drinking mentality. Keep drinking. Come what may, see what happens. Okay, don't touch me because you've got blood all over you.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, buddy. Sit yourself up. Hold yourself up. Malcolm, stand behind him. Put your knees behind him so he can lean against you, will you? There we go.
Yeah, I need a smoke, please. Come on, man.
Let's get you on.
Yeah.
Come on, let's get you inside.
Do some more, guys.
Paolo, listen. You've cut your chin right open and it's bleeding quite badly. If you ended up in hospital when you're 20, that's cool. When you're 50, it's a bad place to be. There you go.
Careful.
What are you doing with yourself? Come and sit in the ambulance, please. You're covered in blood.
One step at a time. You'll be all right. Don't worry about him. I'll come with you, all right? It's a nasty cut. It's a bad cut.
Yes, it is a nasty cut.
It's a very nasty cut. You'll be fine, Paolo.
Yeah, but you need to let us do our job now, OK?
Yeah?
Stop moving your head. You are going to start ravaging your body in some way, whether it's through pickling your liver or through getting kicked out of your house and having to live on the street.
Groovy, baby. Groovy. Yeah?
Groovy, baby.
Yeah, I've got a call come from this person that's with this gentleman. He is now fitting over.
Yeah, Roger, all received. We'll go and attend then.
So somebody said that he might have staples in a wound in the back of his head.
Oh, it's Trevor Cliff.
I was going to say.
Yeah, if that's the case, I know exactly who this is. It's Trevor Cliff.
It is.
Yeah, he's well known to us and the hospital. Yeah. He's not fitting my arm. He's not sick, he's pissed. Hello, Trevor. It's like he's one of our regulars.
Oh, Trevor, he's been part of our working life for about 10 years.
Where are you off to?
I'm going to smash that at you,
Why would you want to go and do something like that?
Trevor has usually fallen over and got facial injuries, or he has assaulted someone and been had a kick him back. He certainly likes to prove that gravity works.
Good. You're good. Right, walk this way.
Good to go.
You're good to go. Okay, well, you're heading towards the back of the ambulance, Trevor. Come on. Come on then. You know the procedure. Sit down. That's it. Not at all. Trev, can I have your arm?
No, mash that up as well.
What did you hit?
An idiot.
An idiot.
I'll still give a good row, though.
Did you used to do boxing?
I boxed with Screen and Country.
Did you?
The Soul Olympics.
Oh my God, seriously?
He'll regularly tell you he came third in the Olympics.
Bloody hell, Trev, that's awesome.
My daughter wears my medal around her neck.
Seriously? Because I took up boxing in November. And my left hook's my best. I've got a good left
Your
hook.
left hook
Yeah,
is the best.
I've got a nice
that
left hook.
always works.
Yeah.
And it will put anyone on their ass. Trust me.
Right, Trev, let's take you home, and then that way we know that we're not going to get called back out to you.
You're not a taxi, are you?
Well, we're going that way anyway, so we might as well take you. Right, Trev, put that in your pocket.
Oh, what you doing?
Trev?
He's fallen off buildings, he's broke his back, he's still drinking, trying to fight everyone.
Come on then, let's get you round there so we know you're going home.
I'm going down to the pub now.
No, you're not, it's closed, it's gone midnight. Oh, I'm sure.
I'm in the wrong place.
You are? Where are you going?
Where's
14?
Scooby over there.
Right. Trev, why have you walked all the way around the building?
I ain't got a clue.
Oh, hello, Trev. Easily, Tiger. Right, Trev, you got your keys?
No, I ain't got no keys.
How are you going to get in?
I'll just okay. Oh, sorry, Ed.
All right.
Sorry, Ed.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm in the right block.
This is 14. 14. Trev, you sure you live here?
Ah, mate. Hello, mate. Yeah, I've got an old bush there.
That's all right, Trev. I've got it for him. All right then, thanks, mate.
No, obviously,
Trevor, you haven't lived here for 4 years.
Well, where have I been living then?
I don't know, sweet. Where have you been living?
You know, the corner.
Drop me off at the corner? What corner? There's loads of corners.
Any chance you can remember where Trevor Cliff lives these days? All right.
Go and take a seat again, Trev.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, we might have an answer, Trev. 373.
As far as they know, currently the gentleman is sleeping rough in bus shelters, etc.
So NFA, that's right. Trev.
There's no fixed abode, sweet.
We're not meant to be trailing around the streets looking after and picking up alcoholics.
How about the hospital?
Yeah, go on then.
Should we go up there? We do a massive amount of social work in that way.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what happened. Tell me exactly what happened. How much have you had to drink, darling? Quite a lot.
I'm not sick, it's just I'm annoyed because I'm drinking too much. I'm starting to lose consciousness of this, I'm in and out.
Alcohol misuse now costs the NHS £3.5 billion a year.
I shouldn't have been so stupid.
No, you don't have to feel stupid. You've done the right thing by calling us.
The scale of our alcohol dependency as a country is massive.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened, please.
I'm having fits and seeing things.
I wanted to be a dentist since I was about 5.
You're having fits?
Yeah, I'm on my own.
I was one of the top people in my years.
Hello? Hi, sir, it's the ambulance. Always upstairs.
Basically, I'm having seizures.
Right.
And I'm hallucinating as well.
Okay.
Because I'm withdrawing and I shouldn't.
Is it the alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah. You've had how many fits today?
3, and I can feel one coming on.
Right, okay, Scott, don't worry. Just try to relax, all right? You know, before the alcohol, did you have fits then? Or is this all alcohol related?
That's all alcohol.
All right, buddy. Have you had anything to drink today?
No.
Nothing. When was the last time you had something to drink?
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
I know you're not supposed to stop.
You're not. This is why you're having them, sir.
If I have one drink, I go out and buy more and end up getting pissed again. I'm 28 now, so it's been 10 years of drinking. That can't do good for your body.
Apart from today, have you been fitting before then?
Yes, every time I try to stop.
Every time you try to stop? I understand it's quite hard, but you need to detox for a bit to get it out of your system. And to be honest, it's not advisable to be stopping completely and being on your own. All right.
Destroying my liver. I'm too young to die, I think.
Don't panic. The worst thing you can do is panic. We're all.
I might drink, but I don't want to die.
Have you always been sort of like a binge drinker?
Well, at uni,
You've all binge drink at uni.
Yeah. But it wasn't so bad. It's more recent that it's got worse.
What were you doing on the course?
Dentistry.
Oh, right. Have you not progressed into that?
I had to leave in the last year.
Right. Yeah, but that's the thing. So last year, you know, if you get yourself straight again, you get back into it. You're only a young man. How old are you?
28.
You see, you're only young. You've got plenty of time left. You get old like me, that's when you're going to start worrying. Okay.
I'm scared.
Don't worry, we're here now, all right? So you're not on your own.
Yeah.
Everything's fine. Do you feel sick?
You feel sick?
Do you want to be sick?
In the last year, I've been hospitalised at least 10 times. I'm scared. Everything's blurry. You have hallucinations. Your face turns blue because you're not breathing. It's not like an epileptic fit where you're shaking. You just completely... everything just freezes and all your muscles tighten. So you know you've had a fit because everything hurts. I don't remember them. The only thing I know is I get muscly. So... I'm okay now.
Chronic alcoholics are normally the people that don't actually want any help, and we'll take them to hospital, where they'll normally walk out and leave anyway, because as soon as they can walk out and leave, they want to go and get another drink. We look after them and then we see them again in a few days.
I've got stitches in my elbow, staples in the back of my head, and I had stitches at the front of my forehead. But every time I get these injuries, our beautiful paramedics down here are great. They know I'm not abusive, they know I don't give them any aggravation whatsoever, because I know what important job that they do. Like they've just gone flying down there. This is what they do. The trouble is that there is a few mindless people get on the sauce, drink whatever, they're so stupid, and they think it's fun to do the odd moody 999 call and to use and abuse the emergency services system. To me, it is just crazy. We have a beer, but we do it in a controlled way. We always put our rubbish in the bins and all the rest of it. We don't become little outs or anything like that.
Trevor, have you got equipment?
Yeah, we've got enough to get another beer.
Have we?
Yeah.
Courtesy, man,
There's a female that I've been screening. She's drunk 2 litres of cider and now she's having some kind of fit.
How old is she?
It doesn't say.
We've had the call through that she's been fitting. Has she presented to you as in a seizure, or has she been conscious?
For those dependent on alcohol, its influence on you is so unpredictable.
Annette! Stop shouting! Annette!
From experience, all I can offer is to rationalise the situation by saying, you're okay now, you're safe now, we're here, and hope that that starts to chip away at that fear.
Annette, we're just here to help you, darling. Just calm down for me. Annette. Annette.
Please help me, help me.
Annette, that's what we want to do, darling, but you need to tell us how we can help you. We're just here to help you. Annette, we're just here to help you, darling.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry to me. You're confused, aren't you? Yeah?
I don't know where I am. Where are you going to take me?
Well, we're not going to take you anywhere at the minute. We just want to get you on the back of the ambulance.
Alcohol flicks an emotional switch.
You're laughing at me.
We're not laughing at you.
Clearly, it has an influence on your cognitive behaviour, but because of some people's vulnerability, it is going to make some people do very extreme things. You know the way you're feeling now, do you feel like it often? Do you feel like it a lot? Oh, sweetheart.
You took me tablets off me.
Oh, cool.
You're right up there? I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Annette's alcoholism has grown so extreme she now lives in a supported living hostel run by Roger Carrington.
They all hate me. They all laughing at me.
This is the cider, isn't it? Yeah. You know you're a bit paranoid when you have the cider.
She's hallucinating, I suppose. The alcohol is when she has these psychotic instances.
Annette, don't get off the bed.
Stay there.
Stay there.
Annette.
I think she's going to have to go down the hospital.
She sold our toys to get drink. She sold our clothes to get drink. There were some times when I never seen her for years. The longest was 8 years. I never seen my mum. The worst time was, I turned up at her house with Susan, my sister. We'd been worried about her, and she was laid on the sofa, no clothes on, and the sofa was, it was wet through where she'd weed. She was drunk, she had no carpets, no curtains, she had nothing, it was just a sofa. Beer bottles all over the floor. She didn't even know who we was. She didn't even know it was me and Susan. We had to sober her up and tell her it was me and Susan. That was worse for me to see her like that.
It's all right, darling. Sorry.
Destroys your life, alcohol does. Destroyed mine and my sister's lives. We never had my mum to grow up with because of alcohol.
For those chronically alcoholic, it will probably be the drink that will kill them.
I'd been drinking all week. I'd been drinking all the time. It's a terrible feeling inside. You just need it. You know you need it. And like I said, you'd do anything for it.
In hospital, Annette received treatment for alcohol-related psychosis.
I'll miss you when you go, Annette.
I will, you should.
Today, she's leaving her sheltered accommodation as they finally secured a place for her in rehab.
Now, we just need to check
Think you've got everything in your bag that you need?
That's all I'm taking, Doc. My puzzle books and my knitting and my clothes.
No food or drink will be allowed to be brought into the unit.
Not even my cheeses. Oh, I bought a can.
When did you have that?
I haven't had it yet. I was going to have it in a bit.
Oh, you can't take that.
I know, do on it.
You can't take that.
I know I can't. I know that. I want it though.
Waking up every day and living hour by hour must be hideous. You probably can't see beyond your next meal, never mind the next day.
I want a drink.
She wants someone to help her, but her issues, her concerns, her history isn't going to be cured overnight. It probably never will be. It isn't going to be cured by me. I would be a fool to think that.
Oh, I'm dying for a drink, Angie.
I've never enjoyed alcohol. I find it taste disgusting. I don't know why I do it. You can just nip to the shop, buy a couple of bottles of wine or a couple of bottles of cider, and then you feel better.
Is that everything for you?
Yes, thank you.
18.15 there, then please put the card in for me.
Well, I started off on 6 bottles a day of cider, basically, and that's a lot.
I'll put your receipts in your bag, yeah? Oh gosh, whatever. Rather be you than me. See you later.
Thank you. I can't hold these. Do you know how much a dentist earns? About £90,000 a year. And now I'm on benefits.
Record and rewind your favourite video channels.
I could always hurt myself, always. I mean, there's lots. Can you see them, yeah? I don't want to be somebody that hurts themselves, but I do. I'm sorry about that. That's not nice. It's like a separate release. Drinking's one, self-harm is another. Because I don't cut them to die. I know if I wanted to die, I know how to do it. My parents, they've tried to get me life insurance because they can't afford to bury me. Because I insist on being buried, not cremated.
What's going to happen if you keep doing this, Scott?
I'll die, which is why I need to get life insurance. Well, I failed in my career. I've become a mental drunk. I live for nothing. Which is the problem. I just sit here watching as time goes by.
It's a drug, like any other drug. The only difference is with it, it's very cheap.
Outside St Paul's, passed out, man.
If we was to go out socialising this evening, if I said to you, oh, I must go out to the loos because I need some heroin, You'd be mortified. But if I said to you, oh, I must have a glass of wine, that's fine.
Out of the way, drunkard.
But it's a drug the same.
Somebody's drunk walking down the road and my son's hitting in his car.
My neighbour's I think she's had a lot to drink and she keeps vomiting, and she's got a son, he's about 7, so he can't really look after her.
Man on floor, head injury.
Alcohol is a massive, massive problem every night of the week. 2 shifts ago, we did 12 jobs in our shift and 9 of them were intoxicated.
Hello, darling.
It's just 1 ambulance on 1 night shift. 9 people.
Oh my God. He's got a cut to his eye and he's got a cut to the back of his head. He can't remember anything.
The total cost of alcohol misuse to the UK taxpayer is now estimated at more than £20 billion a year.
Oh dear.
I think she's just had a whacking load of spirit, hasn't she?
No, I keep all my pictures, Mum. I keep every single one, don't matter how small or how big they are.
Annette's stay in rehab cost just £600. And she is now sober for the first time in 26 years.
Yeah, look.
Who's that?
Me.
I know, I want that, Sally.
I was taken when I was 14. I was pregnant with Tiffany at the time. I was about 6.5 months there.
Oh. And even though it's been 4 weeks, only 4 weeks, it's made me feel a bit different. Like I can look forward now and not back. Do you know what I mean?
I can't smell it on her. No, I know this. I can smell that smell because I've known it for 25 years because of my mum, and I've not smelt a drop on her. Do you want a whiskey, Mum?
Yeah.
Come on, then.
I'll do it.
Now, I'm getting Sally back and my grandkids. They haven't known me really. Like I can walk up the road now and she'll be waving from my front window. And then she'll say, come in. You coming in? Coming in for a cuppa? And, yeah. I don't see my other daughters. One of them, my oldest one. I haven't seen her for about 2 years now. I miss her so much. And I love her. I love her who big world. Oh. I don't even know where she is. I don't think she wants to see me anyway. I mean, I've given her a hard time with drink. Oh, got a life of misery on the drink. Got a life of misery.
Yes, they're open.
What, a kebab shop on a Saturday night? This is the best one I've had so far. No. You head down to Beach Hotel. Meal break. Hey, Roger, what time's the meal break, mate? They told us 11:45.
Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, it was 1:45 to midnight. Head back for that.
Roger, cheers.
Chicken shish kebab, please.
Do you like a drink, Mark?
Yeah, I do. I really enjoy a drink. Guinness, cider, lagers, bitters. I'd try whatever's there, really.
How long will they take to do a finish? I mean, I've had some really good times on alcohol. I'm not saying that when I go out, I'm particularly good or particularly bad. That's for me to know.
I can happily drink gin and tonic till it comes out my ears. If I drink lager, I turn into a complete arsehole.
Tequila, I think I can drink it till the cows come home until I get outside and the cold air hits me and I'm on the floor.
1, 2, 3, up.
I don't drink an awful lot at all. I don't like the taste of most of it, and I don't like the way it makes me feel, so I'm probably not the right person to ask about the acceptability of drinking. Who knows what the long-term effects of alcohol are on a good proportion of the population?
No, I'll tell you something.
The doubly incontinent company executive and the overly enthusiastic race goer
Wakey, wakey, open your eyes.
both eventually made it safely home.
Oh, you have to wait.
That's right.
Folks don't come easy.
At A&E, Paolo received stitches for the cut on his chin, but he's still drinking.
Right, Trev, put that in your pocket.
Trevor hasn't been seen in the back of an ambulance for weeks. Unfortunately, he's been in prison after handing himself in for shoplifting offences. Scott has been talking to a therapist and is on a waiting list for a place in rehab.
I've got to get out of it somehow. I feel like rubbish, but I still don't want to die.
Happy birthday, anyway.
Annette remains sober and is working on rebuilding her relationship with her family.
It's gonna be better. It's gonna be a better future. No.
Another day breaks. Short sight. For some, it'll be the best day of their life. For others, it will be the worst.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
There's one emergency service that gets to know us more intimately than any other.
If you feel sick and you need to vomit, just vomit, but let me know when you're finished.
When you called in, you said that she'd been drinking and she'd messed herself.
They'll spill everything out to us. For some reason, they seem to think we hold all the answers.
Any chance you can remember where Trevor Cliff lives?
In the UK, an ambulance is now dispatched once every 5 seconds.
Whoa! So many points for that. Right. I'll send it. See ya.
At a cost of £250 a time.
That went well.
OK, look at him closely and tell me if he's breathing at all.
Filming with ambulance call handlers
You need to pump the chest hard and fast at least twice per second.
and paramedics across Britain.
I think we're going to have to go up, Neil. What are you doing out here? I'll stay back. No, I'm staying back. I'm staying back. I'm staying back.
It's all right, mate.
This is the story of why we're in greater need of the ambulance service than ever before.
Mate, we don't want you to take an overdose.
I don't give a shit. I'm desperate to get help. Help me.
No, I just don't want to be here anymore because of my appearance.
It's what's inside, though, isn't it, sweetheart?
It's not me, it's my friend who's been stabbed.
Of emergencies that change lives forever.
I just remember him laying down here and bleeding, thinking, that's it. Get me home.
And what happens when the medical emergency is over
James, lay down, mate. James, lay down, listen.
and the paramedics have left.
Don't worry.
Where is he?
This time,
Patient cardiac arrest, over.
patients found in the moment between life and death,
He's not breathing!
and the toll it takes on the staff who must deal with them.
Go, go, go. If you keep having these scenes thrown at you, what type of person must you become?
The way I look at death, it's the last great adventure. Nobody's ever come back to tell me otherwise.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
He's choking, my father's choking.
Are you there with him now?
Yeah, he's
Okay, we're organising.
Trying to get him to breathe.
We're organising the help right now. How old is he?
He's 70 years old.
Is he awake?
No, he's not answering us.
Is he breathing?
No, we don't know.
Okay, look at him closely and tell me if he's breathing at all.
No, it doesn't look like he's breathing.
Ambulance service. Tell me exactly what's happened, please.
My mum's collapsed. She has a hole in her heart and she's like laid across the floor.
Listen carefully. I'm going to tell you how to do resuscitation, okay?
Okay.
So make sure she's flat on her back on the ground.
Okay.
You need to place
the heel of the hand on the centre of the breastbone, in between the nipples, on the chest, okay? On the chest. So put one hand on top of the other hand.
Yeah.
And you're going to push down firmly.
2 inches with only the heel of your lower hand touching her chest. Right, now listen carefully. You need to pump the chest hard and fast at least twice per second. And we're going to do this 600 times or until the
help takes over. And I want him to count out loud to 4, and this is how fast we want him to go, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's good. Just keep that pace and don't stop until the help takes over.
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Brilliant. Keep going for me.
Oh, an adult's here now, so.
There's an adult there. Right, okay. Don't stop. I don't want you to stop. Don't stop.
Hello?
Hello, it's the ambulance service.
Right.
Right, he needs to continue with what he was doing.
Right. What was you doing?
I'll tell you when. Hello, sir.
Breathe that. Come on. Breathe that. Breathe that. Breathe that. Come on. One, 2, 3. One.
Tell him to carry on doing what he was doing, and then I'm going to tell you and you can swap with him. We can't stop in between.
Right, okay.
So is he doing that now?
No.
Right, just tell him to go back to doing what he was doing so I can tell you what to do next. It's really important. It's really important. Just tell him to keep going, and I'm going to tell you how to do it.
No! No! 2, 3. Oh my God! 1, 2, 3. 1. How long has he been like that? Oh, I do. I'm on scene.
Thank you. Ooh, that was horrible.
No, much quicker than that. We're going to go at this pace, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's coughing. Is she breathing?
Yeah, she's choking. Yeah, she's choking.
She's choking. Right, just turn her on her side for me. Make sure she's breathing.
I have her on my side.
Okay, and is she breathing?
Yeah.
Right, okay. What I want you to do then is I want you to tell me every time she takes a breath.
Yeah, she's breathing now.
Okay, now tell me when the next one is.
She's breathing.
And the next
she's
one?
She's breathing normally now.
She's breathing normally, is she?
Yeah.
Who was it that I spoke to first?
That was her son.
That was her son. How old is he?
13.
13. He did really, really well.
She's just opened her eyes. She's grinning at me now.
Good.
You just want to just carry on. I just want another call. I just want another call that's just a mundane, everyday call where someone's life isn't hanging in the balance, you know. And I just try to leave that last call somewhere else and not really focus on it. Otherwise, I would just fall to pieces.
Another day breaks. Short sigh. For some, it'll be the best day of their life. For others, it will be the worst.
Ambulance service staff face more than 8,000 life and death emergencies every day.
So once I brought a coffee from Starbucks, yeah?
Yeah.
Medium-sized latte, piping hot.
Yeah.
Back at my old work. So I'm on the terrace, yeah? I've taken the lid off to let it cool, it was that hot. Bloody seagull, which we called Stephen Seagull. Did you get that? Come down, got it, and flew off with it.
Or the lid?
Or
the whole drink?
The whole coffee, a medium-sized latte, brand new. Flew off over the town centre, didn't spill a drop. Crazy mofos.
Anna is newly qualified. She's been in the job less than a year.
You need someone like that. You need someone to just think differently to you. A lot differently. Do you know what? When I started, people were like, oh, you're excited now. We see it all the time. Give it a couple of weeks. A couple of weeks went. Still excited. Give it another couple of weeks. Give it till after Christmas. Once you've experienced Christmas coming. I'm still as excited now as the day I got accepted. And that's not going to change. People think I'm just, you know, I'm crazy and something's not quite right. But everything is right up here. I just love this job and I love what I do.
Ambulance emergency?
Hello, it's Thames Coast Guard here. We've just had a report of a person in the water.
So he's actually in the water on the surface?
On the surface, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And it's now come through as drowning.
Oh yeah, got a lifeguard going out.
We've got him just on the wall, Randy.
Is he breathing?
No, they're doing CPR now.
A young man in his early 20s has been pulled from the sea. Unconscious and no longer breathing.
Yeah, cardiac arrest. CPR just been carried out by the police. Are you right? Yeah, I'm fine, thanks, mate. If you can get that suction working, because it's just not sucking up. You all right for that? You sure? It's just a regular. Yeah, go on. Yes. And then out. Yeah. Cool, well done. Just going to tie that tube on, all right?
You've just got to do everything you can for them.
Second adrenaline going in, OK?
All right.
You know, they haven't died of a condition. They've died through drowning. Drowning, there is a possibility it can be reversed and you can maybe save their life. These jobs that you deal with, they are sad, some are horrific, some are messy. It's something that people shouldn't have to see. It's just something that you have to start doing once you're in the job, and I don't think unless you do the job that you'd understand.
Who's got a needle?
Pulse check, please.
Yeah, we've got a pulse.
Very weak.
As you say, it's very weak. The monitor's showing almost nothing at all now. Yeah. Do you want to start again with CPR?
Yeah. Just get ready to go, mate. He's been shot 3 times. He's had 4 lots of adrenaline.
I'm still so early in my career, there's going to be so much that I am going to remember, isn't there? And that does scare me sometimes because I think, I wish I could just know what I'm going to be facing, just to prepare, but you just can't.
On my first ever job, I went to a cardiac arrest, and that was the first time I ever saw a dead body. To be honest, I was so nervous about going out on the first job on my first ever day that I think I shit myself when the radio went off. Then when I got to a job and someone was dead, that just topped my day off. I should have gone home there and then.
It's a shock, but as sick and twisted as it sounds, you get used to it. You couldn't say, oh, after seeing 10 dead bodies, you're fine with it. After seeing 20 dead bodies, you're fine with it. Everybody's different. Everybody's got their limit. I don't know what point I became fine with death. It wasn't like an overnight thing, that one day death upset me and then the next day I was absolutely fine with it. And it could be just, you could be rolling along fine and then one job that you could slightly relate to could really upset you.
You know, if you keep having these things thrown at you, like in your career, what type of person must you become?
I wouldn't say it gets easier. I think you learn to deal with it. I suppose there's a certain point of you where you sort of switch off and you do what you've got to do. There's still jobs that I remember that I've been to that I won't ever forget them.
Yeah, but then isn't your brain going to be filled up with all these things?
Yeah, I mean, you put them to the back of your mind, don't you?
Yeah, but in 10 years' time, you're going to have this massive collection of things in your brain.
Yeah, but you're human. You're going to remember it, aren't you?
Yeah, but then what happens with a massive collection of things?
Well, I don't know. They go in the bin.
Yeah.
I think you've got to understand that horrible things do happen. You've got to put it to the back of your mind and move on. If you don't, what's going to happen to you? If you don't, just get on with it. Oh, it's a dead cat. Shut the road. A black and white one.
It's probably a badger, mate.
No, it was a cat. I thought you were supposed to report it if you run over someone's cat.
No, only a dog.
Oh. I was late for work once because I ran over someone's cat. Apparently it was deaf. And it went to cross the road.
If you think about it, I'm driving now. A deaf cat walks across. How will I know it's deaf?
The vet told me it was deaf.
Yeah, but, okay, yeah, I'm inventing something here. A little stripe on its tail, like on a stick. A little orange fluorescent band.
What, to say that this cat is deaf?
And then an orange and yellow one if it's deaf and blind. Shut up, as if that's not a good idea. Don't broadcast that because I might take that to Dragon's Den. Fucking brilliant, that is.
I think that's quite a good idea.
Yeah, thank you.
Collapsed, making funny noises. Uh-oh. Fucking hell.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
This man's literally collapsed on the floor. We don't know what's wrong with him. He's got a little bit of movement and he's like making weird noises. We think he's had an heart attack, but we're not sure because we've only just found him.
Yeah, how old is he or how old does he look?
Yeah, around about 70.
Yes, 3-3-2-1, go ahead.
70 cardiac arrest. He's coming outside the property.
Yep, received. I had a feeling it might be.
Now listen carefully, I'm going to tell you how to do resuscitation.
Right, okay.
Let the chest come up all the way between the pumps and count out loud so I can count with you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's big. Keep going at that speed, that's perfect.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Cardiac arrest is probably the worst job there is to get.
We only have 4 minutes until the brain starts to die. There's not many times where you could say that every second counts, but in a cardiac arrest, every second really counts.
Grab the green bag. Where is he? Inside? Get near way. So what, did you guys just bring him in, did you?
We picked him up and moved him in from the thorn bush.
So nobody knows him, do we?
No.
Okay. Then do CPR, I'll sort out the defib. Okay, give me that.
Analysing now. Stand clear. No shock
Carry on.
advised. Check for pulse.
Check for pulse, Cameron, please. No. Carry on then.
It's violent. I've broken people's ribs before. You have to be really, really forceful with your compressions because you are beating a heart.
Just do CPR.
You're attempting to keep that person alive.
Lad, just hold that for me. Hold it up in the air, that's it.
Are you all right, fella? Are you all right?
Yeah, a bit of shock.
I know, mate.
You're doing really, you did the best thing you could, all right?
Everything else can be treated, you know. Broken ribs will heal, a punctured lung will heal. But if you're dead, you're dead.
There we go.
Okay, go, go, go.
Until I did this job, death was just death. There was nothing explained in it, and I don't think you become aware of what death is until you see it yourself. It's not all drama, it's not all arms being thrown. There is no, this is how death will be. There is no manual to the correct way to die. And nobody, until you see that, I don't think anybody is aware of that.
The tough jobs, the hard jobs, you know, they're draining. You don't really think about the severity of the job you're in until afterwards. That's when you're like, could I have done this better? Could I have done that better? You know, you critique yourself a little bit.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
We just received a call to say that one of the residents has died, you see.
Okay, how old is the patient?
16 years of age.
All right, okay.
In the UK, one person dies every minute. That's over 1,500 a day.
It's strange. I know they say in the films that you watch somebody, you know, they'll pass away and it's really dramatic and, you know, they roll their head back to one side, then open their mouth, etc. You don't get that, but you do get the sense of, I don't know, the sense of somebody's not there. I can't explain it. I really can't explain it to you. You have to see it. I won't say I'm a believer in God, I won't say I'm an atheist, but I believe that something is there and something goes. Where it goes, I don't know.
There's certain jobs that you'll see death and you just couldn't possibly even imagine what had happened. I went to a job once, it was absolutely horrendous. This poor gentleman had literally coughed up his lungs. It looked like somebody had opened a couple of tins of tomatoes and just thrown them around the room.
A patient that I've been to had been dead for 3 months. And the body had basically decomposed into the carpet, body fluids. When the police smashed the door down to get into the house, the smell hit the police officer, literally. You saw the police officer jump back, and my colleague, who nearly vomited, because they weren't prepared for that smell. The smell is just phenomenal.
I'm taking a grab bag in case I run out of oxygen.
It's 4:30 a.m. and Dil Patel has been called to a care home where paramedics are with an elderly resident.
We've got a 90-year-old.
90?
90? Cardiac arrest.
Thank you.
We're not reacting.
Thank you.
Is that adrenaline?
Yeah.
Is that so?
Thank you.
The first paramedics on scene began CPR 45 minutes ago.
Just come off a minute. Go on. Yeah, I've got pulse. He's making respiratory effort there.
I was just watching there as well.
He's starting to make respiratory effort.
You've done CPR and their heart is working now, but they're not necessarily alive, are they? Their heart and lungs might be working, but is there a person there?
That's getting fainter now. Going down again now. We're losing that.
So I can't feel it.
It's gone, we'll start CPR again. Is it gone?
It's gone.
We've got to start at 20 minutes again for what we've done.
CPR is one thing, but it's not replacing life's functions.
Right, 20 minutes starting at 48.
It's the poor cousin of the brain and the body doing it itself. It's a fraction of the efficiency.
Another adrenaline as well, mate.
So when you do it for that length of time, it's just not conducive to life.
But a decision will have to be made.
Yeah, let's get clinical advice, because otherwise we're just... Is that my judgment call then, to do that? I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to do that. I would have done it a while ago if I was here earlier, but I wasn't, so... Okay. Okay, so If he loses it now, it becomes our decision whether it's ethical to continue.
He's lost it.
I personally don't think it's ethical
I agree, actually.
to continue.
We all in agreement?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving him the best chance possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. It's very difficult when you've got to that point that nothing's going to revive them. You've given the drugs, you've done the CPR, you've given shocks if it was necessary, if they were able to take the shocks, and nothing's going to bring them back. It is hard.
I know if it was me, I would prefer to pass away in my sleep and not have an ambulance crew jumping up and down on my chest for 20 minutes.
To actually intervene with a cardiac arrest, even though occasionally there's a good outcome, I think that's the ultimate interference, if you like, with nature. Yeah, I think it's an unnatural process, and, you know, death is as natural as living. As sure as you're alive, you'll die.
You're in the car, tell him to pull left.
Tell him to do that. Idiots, aren't they? What a fucking driving instructor.
Ambulance emergency. Tell me exactly what happened.
I have a district nurse here, actually. I don't know if you want to speak to her.
Is she there? Yes, please.
Hello.
Hello. Tell me exactly what's happened.
She's terminally ill.
Right.
Very unwell indeed. She's vomiting. Her son is not able to cope. She's so poorly.
Right. Okay.
That's it. Falls the funeral cars off the road.
Too late for
with mourners in it. Too late.
There's nothing I can do about it.
So it's a 90-year-old female, palliative care, who's got a liver blockage, jaundice and constipated and vomiting.
It's really difficult for us because we are programmed from the minute we join the ambulance service through all our training to save lives. So the biggest thing for me I found was when I go into a patient who's terminally ill is to actually think, to look at them and to think, you know what, they look at death's door, and then to suddenly try and get it into your head, well, of course they're at death's door. They're terminally ill. This is what's going to happen.
I'm just thinking ahead about this job.
Yep.
Being palliative care and all.
Yep.
And that this lady is probably going to die in this fashion.
Yep.
How, if the situation allows, we can subtly suggest other maybe forms of care. Basically doing everything in my power not to send this woman into hospital.
It's all come on pretty quick. It was fine until 2.5, 3 weeks ago. The jaundice has come on quick. Took her into hospital, gave her a CT scan. Exactly tell what's wrong, but then had a little blockage just outside the liver. Total blockage.
Have they given a time frame at all?
He said maybe a couple of weeks.
Right, well, see, our concern would be that if we take her in, there's always the possibility that she may not come out of hospital, which is why I'm just trying to think just a little bit further ahead than to hospital.
She needs to be in the right place.
Well, the hospice, I think, would be the ideal place, but they're very limited on their beds. This is the problem.
I know that this is pretty terminal. And I don't mind that pain, that's the main thing.
No, of course not.
Look at me, Betty. Hello. I'm the ugly one, you have to look at me. Sorry about that. That's a bit of a smile.
We're currently with a 94-year-old female who has a recent diagnosis of terminal CA of the liver. Is there anything that can be done with regards to the hospice? Right, okay. Hospital is somewhere that most people don't want to be, and it's certainly somewhere where most people don't want to die.
I'm trying to find a proper place for you today. Okay, one that can help you.
It's not always possible. There are times where hospices have no beds, and actually in that case, sometimes hospital is the only place. But at least as if I've tried, then I'm happy. It's just not great.
So it's the hospital.
It appears to be, yeah. Betty, hello. Got a chair for you, okay. We're going to get you from your bed. I know it's not going to be very nice or very comfortable. We'll get you from your bed onto the chair, okay? If you need any more sort of pain relief, then we'll deal with that. Just let us know. Okay.
Just slowly. There we go, Betty. Betty?
Betty, we're going to just sit you up. Then we'll give me a cuddle. There we go. This doesn't happen every day, does it? Alright. Okay, can you cross your arms, Betty?
That's it, give me a hand there.
That's it.
Go.
You've got the time to spend with terminally ill patients and you can make them so much more comfortable. Alright. You know, what's an extra half an hour, sometimes a few hours out of your day to help this person and not to take the easy route? It's probably the most important thing that we do. Birth and death, you know, it's entering and exiting. Oh, I've got an itchy ear, fair dues. You only get one chance for someone to die. You have to do that right.
Right, ma'am, I'm with you, okay? I'm coming to the hospital with you, okay? You hear me all right?
Normally when someone comes on the ambulance, we put all the equipment on them and we do blood pressures and we do all of that. If you're happy, I'm happy not to do that. We don't need to push and pull mum about, do we? Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm going to give the hospital a call, but again, normally we would rush there and blue lights and sirens, but again, I think we'll just...
Got some more things.
Yeah, we'll take everything steadily. How's that pain, Betty? Is it better? Yeah?
The day she died, I think I was going to see her about an hour after she actually died, but no, we dismissed it. She was a massive sports fan, tennis fan, and it was at a time when Andy Murray just won Wimbledon. I said to her, I think it's probably the last thing I ever said to her, Andy Murray's just won Wimbledon. And I think that was about the last time we had a conversation. She heard that. She smiled, but yeah. I do think if you are absolutely terminally ill, a senior doctor should be able to speak to somebody and make a decision about bringing it to an end. If it was me, I wouldn't want to be lying in a bed not knowing what's going on for year after year. I just don't think there's any point.
Hello, my wife's got esophageal cancer. She's just woken up in total agony.
Yeah.
And she feels like she's dying.
My husband, he's had bowel cancer. It's coming up to his 7th year, but he's been in such a lot of pain for 2 days now.
Where's the pain?
In the base of his back.
Some people just want to die. Let them pass in peace. They want to go. We wouldn't keep a dog or an animal alive sometimes. Us as humans, we do. I really don't understand that sometimes.
Okay, do you believe that she's beyond any help?
I think we should bring in euthanasia.
Sorry?
I honestly think that we should, especially when you've got long-suffering cancer patients that generally they just want to die because they've had enough. They've had enough of the pain, they've had enough of not being able to do anything for themselves, they've had enough of this horrible, disgusting illness that's eating them up, and they want to die. Why should that person not have that, you know, it's their choice, that's what they want. They've been suffering for long enough, why not let them die? If it was me, that's what I'd want to do. I'd want to die. I just want to be able to go to sleep and never wake up. I'd know how to kill myself. I'm not going to say how, but I'd know how to do it, and that's the way that I'd go.
Over 170,000 people in the UK live with a terminal illness.
Ambulance service, tell me exactly what's happened.
My son's having another epileptic seizure. Shimon, breathe. Shimon, 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 he's not breathing. Yeah, I'm with him. Shimon, 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 he's 18. Shimon, Shimon, years old. He's not breathing.
So how long was he fitting for?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay.
And then after that he wasn't breathing.
Hello, sir. Hello, buddy. Shimon.
Yeah.
Sorry about this, buddy. There we are, sir.
We do have the paramedics out quite frequently and regularly. Shimon's had a number of respiratory arrests and he stops breathing. And that for us is really traumatic because we don't know whether he's going to start breathing again or not. I was on the sofa and he's gone into one. And...
So he was awake at the time, was he? It's not as if he's woke from it. He was awake at the time. Was he talking to you?
He wasn't awake.
He wasn't awake.
Are you all right, sir? Can you hear us? He's got a rare genetic condition.
Rare genetic condition? What sort of condition?
Lafora body disease.
Right. What does that do? What does that present as?
He turned 10 when he had his first seizure. They diagnosed Lafora. It causes epilepsy, muscle and respiratory problems, dementia, dyspepsia, and it causes death within 10 years from the onset of the disease.
1, 2, and 3. There we go, sir.
There we go.
Lafora is a genetic condition so rare there are only 6 known cases in the country. All 3 of Shakila's children are sufferers.
Sonam was my oldest child. She became poorly just before her 14th birthday. She was 17 when she died, 3 years and 3 months from the date of the diagnosis. She just deteriorated so quickly and there was nothing that anybody could do because she was having seizures after seizures.
All right, sir, just try and stay still. It's all done. It's all done.
Nobody likes to see kids poorly. I've got my own now as well, so it's a little bit... It brings it home to you. Although she's probably, in a kind of way, used to it by now. You can never be used to the fact that your kids are going to die before you. It must be really hard for her emotionally. You know, as a parent, it must be heart-wrenching.
Shimon spent just 2 days in hospital before returning home. But now aged 18, he does not have long to live.
When Shimon was well, he used to do the gardening, the cleaning, the hoovering, everything. And now he can't do that, he can't even talk. You would think that, oh, one day that could be me. Smile.
Even though they're going to go, I've got to go on for their sake and for my own sake and do whatever I can to the best of my ability so that whatever time they've got left, it's got to be enjoyable for them. It's got to be made as easy as possible for them and as comfortable as possible.
This is my dress.
Yep, the sleeves still need to be put in. And that's what you're going to wear. When are you going to wear it?
On my birthday.
Can you remember how old you're going to be?
14.
At no point did I show how distressed I really was, because if I showed my children that our mother's having a nervous breakdown over it or she's upset, it wouldn't have been good, and I didn't want to be a letdown to my children.
Simone, look. Imran Khan's new song.
My children, they've had this rich life, as they call it, financially and otherwise, because they've always had what they wanted. I know I can't give them a life and I can't give them good health, but it feels good to know that I could give love and anything financial, really.
Hold it. One.
What I've said to the children is, let's take every day as it comes, because we don't know what's going to happen in our life tomorrow. Never take life for granted, because for 1 minute it could be all fine and well and the next minute it could all come tumbling down. Hold.
Knowing inevitably what's going to happen to them, to actually deal with that on a day-to-day basis and still keep a smile on their face is remarkable. It's absolutely amazing.
There you go.
It's not something I could do. You know, it's all right, people say I couldn't do your job, but my job is my job. This is not a job, this is a life. I don't know how I'd cope with it, even given all my medical training. I don't know how I'd cope with a member of my family or, 3 members of a family going through that.
We have got...
Emergency!
Oh, bless. 87-year-old female, fallen, query fractured wrist and shoulder injury. What's hurting, darling?
His leg.
Your leg.
Right, let's take some deep breaths of this.
Ida, how's that magic gas doing? Is that all right? That's a lovely wink, isn't it?
She's winked at him.
It's just like Tia Maria in it, Ida. No.
Obviously, what we think's actually happened is that she may have actually fractured her hip.
Again.
Again. Okay. You can see the way it's,
Eye, love.
you can see the angle it is. You know, it's not rocket science that it's probably broken.
I bet she was getting ready to get undressed herself in her nightie, and that's how she's fallen and lost her balance.
Here you go, sweetheart. I think the family had an idea, especially one of the daughters, that Mum wasn't quite right.
She ain't gonna survive this.
Some people have this instinct that they know that they're not going to be with us for much longer. You all right?
Yeah, that does hurt.
Oh, I know, darling. What we do is when you get to hospital, give you some stronger painkillers.
Oh, we do, eh?
All right, Mum. Mum, we're nearly there.
He did so much for Mum. He calmed her, made her comfortable. They were so gentle. He was a star.
The hardest thing I've done is to say, do not resuscitate. But you didn't do wrong. I don't want her to suffer no more because I love that.
Death is always painful. Everything is churning up. All of a sudden it just explodes and it has an outpouring. Because we all know we're going to die. You know, death is natural. But we are human at the end of the day. We do have feelings. I lost my mum 3 years ago to cancer, and then 5 weeks later I lost my dad to a massive heart attack just after Christmas. So lost both parents within space of 5 weeks. So it does make you question your mortality slightly. But when you actually go in, day out, dealing with life, death situations, seeing children or babies being born, and then dealing with a deceased person. You know, we've had many a shift where we've dealt with a patient who's died, then on to the next call where we've actually delivered a baby. Where there's death, there is life.
I love you so much. Please come and see me. You be with me. I love you, husband.
She was a joker, she was a tough lady, and she was very stubborn. But we all knew how Mum was, and we just loved her to bits for everything, that how she was and who she was. Wouldn't want her any other way.
Mum, you're going in style, love. You're going in style. Beautiful.
Funerals inevitably are sad occasions. They speak to us too eloquently about the reality of death and our own sense of personal loss. Maybe they say something also about just how very precious is the gift of life. Not only of the life that was Ida, but your lives and what you do with them. Ida Mary Smith was born on the 28th of March in 1926 in Stowe, Stoke-on-Trent.
You'll never forget the people that pass. You just don't see them anymore. They'll always be in your heart, in your head, and your thoughts. I miss my sister-in-law and my father-in-law really badly, but I've got to think of all the good things they gave me. It does help to mourn. It's for your own benefit, not for theirs. You've got to mourn, you've got to talk to people. It's our way of dealing with life.
Love you, Mum.
May she rest in peace and rise in glory. Amen.
Amen.
She would have loved every bit of it. I'm sure she was watching.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Amor. Happy birthday to you. I think my mum, she's really strong and brave, because after what she's been through with my sister and now my brother, next knowing it will be me, you could say she's the best mother in the world.
I think they've all been strong-willed and remarkable children, really. It's not easy for you to watch your older sibling die and then for yourself to deteriorate, and then you know that your other sibling's going to go. They've been considerably strong, and the fact that they keep going despite knowing that things could deteriorate at a moment's notice.
You must be like a really strong, tough teenager. You deal with a lot more than most other people your age.
I guess it's life, you have to cope with it.
You know, at the point of death, obviously, it is horrible for any family and relatives. So you don't want the added extra of trying to figure out what that person would have wanted, what flowers they would have wanted, what music they would have wanted, where they would have wanted, if they wanted to be buried, cremated, made into a piece of jewellery. So I sent out invitations to my family, because we don't see each other a lot, inviting them to my funeral party with a buffet and things like that, expecting like a really good response. Like, you know what, that's a really good idea. I wouldn't want any of my family to have to be like, what flowers did she like, what music did she like? And no one turned up. And because they thought I was joking.
Like, I haven't got a will or anything, because you kind of think, oh, nothing's going to ever happen to me, I'm only young.
Death is going to happen. I am going to die. I was just trying to make it a little bit easier for my family. So we'd have it all written out. So I wrote like lots of questionnaires and put the options down, because people don't know the options these days. Like, you could be cremated and put into a firework. I think that's really nice, and that's probably an option I might go for.
When I die, I die. They won't have a party though. I predict a riot to be played.
You should speak about it. It's nothing to hide away from.
Another day breaks. Short sigh. For some, it'll be the best day of their life. For others, it will be the worst.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
There's one emergency service that gets to know us more intimately than any other.
If you feel sick and you need to vomit, just vomit, but let me know when you're finished.
When you called in, you said that she'd been drinking and she'd messed herself.
They'll spill everything out to us. For some reason, they seem to think we hold all the answers.
Any chance you can remember where Trevor Cliff lives?
In the UK, an ambulance is now dispatched once every 5 seconds.
Whoa! So many points for that. Right. I'll send it. See ya.
At a cost of £250 a time.
That went well.
OK, look at him closely and tell me if he's breathing at all.
Filming with ambulance call handlers.
You need to pump the chest hard and fast at least twice per second.
And paramedics across Britain.
I think we're going to have to go up, Neil. What are you doing out here? I'll stay back. No, I'm staying back. I'm staying back. I'm staying back.
It's all right, mate.
This is the story of why we're in greater need of the ambulance service than ever before.
Mate, we don't want you to take an overdose.
I don't give a shit.
I'm desperate to get help. Help me.
I just don't want to be here anymore because of my appearance.
It's what's inside, though, isn't it, sweetheart?
It's not me, it's my friend who's been stabbed.
Of emergencies that changed lives forever.
I just remember him laying down here and bleeding, thinking, that's it. Get me home.
And what happens when the medical emergency is over?
James, lay down, mate. James, lay down, listen.
And the paramedics have left.
I just delivered my nephew.
This time,
Ready, brace, lift.
how as recession and the stress of modern living intensify the pressure on all of us,
Get him home, sorry.
it's falling to the ambulance service to pick up the pieces.
Stop, I'm going to get out. I want to go home.
Mental health's the most difficult. It is absolutely the most difficult job we get sent to.
You keep saying, I'm getting near to the sun, I'm getting near to the sun. These white coats job, mate.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what happened.
There's somebody on the top of a multi-storey car park. Oh, there's about 20 floors up here, looks of it.
Are you with that person now?
No.
No,
I don't know if I'm added.
How old is he, approximately?
It's hard to say, too high up, I can't
Too
see
high up,
anything.
you're not sure. Okay, and where is he now? At the very top?
Yeah.
Hello?
Somebody's on top of a multi-storey car park. We've got no other details. Police are going to be travelling. This one. Can you even see anybody up there? That one. I can't see.
Who's called it in?
I don't know. I'm going to need to get out to see. I can't see. 8317, over.
Go ahead.
Oh, he's there. He's there. Yeah, 8317, thank you. It's all right, we've just seen the person. We were just wondering who's called it in, over. Police were on their way, but we arrived on scene first. I think we're going to have to go up, Neil. That it really shouldn't have been us attending first. I'm assuming, do you think it's 16?
Doors closing.
Many years ago, I went to somebody that jumped off on the opposite side. A young girl, she'd been seen sat on the ledge and she jumped off. And obviously there was nothing we could do at that stage. She was dead on scene, but she'd left her mobile phone on the ledge, so her suicide note was on her mobile phone on the ledge. That was probably 14 years ago, and I still remember it, and I can still picture things about it.
Doors opening. 60 floors.
There are certain jobs that you do that I don't think you necessarily ever forget, really. You all right, mate? What are you doing out here? I'll stay back. No, I'm staying back. I'm staying back. I'm staying back. What are you doing out here? Can you tell me your name? Can you talk to me? I'm staying back. Look, I'm staying back. Just talk to me. When he went to throw his legs over the ledge, that was fight or flight with me. It's like, do I stay or do I run?
Why did you stay?
Because it's my job to stay and try and help. Can I come a bit closer? Can I come a bit closer to talk to you? What's your name? What's brought you out here? What's brought you out here? You talk to me. You come back in this side. Just come back in and talk to me. Did you hear my name? I'm Maria. Is there anything I can get you, or anybody I can get you that can help? I'm not trained in this. I don't know what the best thing is to say to you. I just want, like I said, I just want you safe. I don't want you sitting on the corner of that. We're 16 floors up. Don't even go there.
The only thing that was putting me off.
What is?
Don't want to be put.
So what's wrong?
Well, I'm alright, just make me go away.
You want the police to go? What are you upset about? What's upset you tonight?
I'm having problems with these. I'm having problems with everybody now.
What can we do to sort this out? What? Don't. They'll stay down there. Let me just come back. Let's just wait. Okay. All right. Wait there.
If you can just do me a favour, can you turn around to me and tell them to stay there, not to go to the street and be back in a few minutes.
I've got to go away for 2 minutes and I'll be back, okay? Don't do anything stupid, just stay where you are, all right? The police have negotiators, trained negotiators. We're not trained to deal with this situation. I was just going in blind, just trying to speak to him on a one-on-one basis.
It's not about that, but do you want to see him again? Or maybe we can put you in touch with someone who can help you get in touch with him. Plenty of people out there who help stuff like that.
Progress, boss. Progress. Yeah, he's off.
I don't know how people get to that point where life becomes so difficult for them. It's all right, at least he's not at the bottom. It's from the wealthiest people to the poorest people and everybody in between. Oh, God. It has increased to the point where I would say one job every shift, at least, is a mental health issue. It's a regular part of our work now.
Young lady, she's having a problem with the breathing, and we need an ambulance as soon as possible.
They're showing it down there, but we might have to go down and go around the thing.
In central London, paramedics Donna West and Tim Chivers are trying to make their way to a waitress who's collapsed after the lunchtime rush.
Come on, move over. Oh, Lord. Right, what's your name?
Caroline Moreno. Have I pronounced your second name right?
All right. Okay. Caroline, what we're going to do, we'll take you out to the ambulance in a minute. Slowly, slowly, slowly.
Okay.
Slow down. Calm down. All right. On your way to work? You were at work? Okay. Slow, slow your breathing down. Do you suffer with panic attacks? This never happened before. We've got all the time in the world, all right? Just got yourself all worked up. Have you got pins and needles in your hands or anything? Have you got any funny feelings in your fingers? Did you have that before? It's because you're breathing too fast, all right? It's nothing to worry about, yeah. Yeah, that's all because you're breathing too fast. It'll all come back. Yeah, all gone numb. Yeah, it'll come back, all right? In that state of mind, people always think the worst. People think they're going to die, they've got chest pain, they think they're having a heart attack, they can't breathe. But it's all psychological, really. Is there anything in particular that you're worried about? Are you particularly stressed at the moment? You're laughing at me as if to say, when am I not stressed? Yeah? Been running around like a headless chicken. Welcome to my world. Yeah, you can turn around.
I wasn't well.
These things happen, all right? You can't...
I didn't want you to come all the way here.
Don't worry about it. We're here now. No big deal, all right? You looked a bit rubbish in there. Now you look better. Our job is done.
The world has got busier, the world has got more stressful and complicated. Society today is a lot more pressured.
See you. Bye-bye. Have a good
And I think that's why everybody is that little bit closer to experiencing these episodes of anxiety or panic.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened. Is your breathing normal for you?
Take deep breaths, slow, deep, in, out, in.
Well done, you do really well.
She's struggling to breathe, yeah.
Yeah, no, I can hear her.
Yeah, she's clinging to me.
Were you sure the help's been arranged? Try and calm her down.
You're not going to die, you silly twat. You're sorry, You're not going to
Panic attacks is very common. I didn't realise how bad it actually was until I started working for the ambulance service.
Just keep talking to me. So you've had depression before, have you?
We get self-harmers every day, we get overdoses every day, we get panic attacks every day. Just people who are struggling to live with day-to-day life.
I like your glasses, they don't suit me at all.
They're really big though, aren't they? Apparently it's
Could have done with a little bit of a chin freshen up.
Paramedics Kirsten Harper and Amy Siddall are at the start of another 12-hour shift.
Oh my God, I thought I'd lost my industrial strength concealer for a second then.
Oh, I still need to get some.
I'd have actually cried.
Can you tell me exactly what's happened there? Right, listen, my dad has been losing a foot. He's walking around the streets this day. He's not well on the head at the moment. He's having a breakdown. Try and protect him from himself. Okay, so the help has been organised for him. All right.
Oh, did not hear that.
Or have we got a job?
Oh, God.
What
We are going
to?
to a 49-year-old male walking outside in bare feet yesterday.
Yesterday? So what's wrong today?
Hello. Hi, so what's your name?
Peter.
Did you want to come out to the ambulance? We can have a proper chat out there, or would you be more comfortable staying here?
No, I'll come out
Okay,
to
would
the
you like your
ambulance
daughter
with
to
you.
come as well? Is that okay? What's been happening today?
His head's fucked. He's just...
In what way? How?
He's running about hours in the morning, walking around the street.
I can't sleep. I can't do nothing.
Right, okay. Are you feeling suicidal?
Yeah.
Of course I'm feeling suicidal. I'm thinking of walking in front of buses and all the rest of it.
Okay.
I tried drowning myself the other day there.
You tried?
Drowning myself.
For us, it's very frustrating. We go to someone that's having a heart attack, we can treat that. We go to someone having a stroke, we can do something about that. We go to someone with a broken arm, we can sort their pain out. We then go to someone that's having suicidal thoughts or they're feeling depressed. There's no magic cure for that. Do you live alone? Do you live here together?
No, he
or...
lives with me. That's just getting too much. I don't even know. Waking up and he's not even there. I don't even know where he is.
So you're just really worried.
And then he's back, and then he's there, and then he's back. I don't even know what's going on with him.
Well,
I know he's just not well.
Yeah. My mum suffered with depression. You know, it's quite close to my heart because of, like, my family. More needs to be done with mental health. More people need to see it as an illness. You know, you don't want it. No one wants to wake up every day feeling suicidal and depression. And yeah, and people are very embarrassed to talk about it, and you know, and it shouldn't be like that.
Do you know what? If anything had happened to him, that would be into my life, because I wouldn't be able to cope. He's my life. You understand?
Gemma, I'm sorry.
Don't be stupid. It's not. Look, listen, I love you. You know that. I care about you, and that's why we're doing what we're doing, and we'll get you the help that you need.
We go to a lot of people that are in a crisis, feeling down and feeling suicidal, and they're by themselves. Take them to hospital by themselves, and they'll probably then get discharged and go home by themselves. Family and friends is the most important thing. my dad and my sister, they kissed goodbye to my mum in the morning. I thought they'd all been out for lunch the day before, and she was quiet, but she was fine. Dad and my sister Kaylee, went out for a bike ride. Got to the other end. My dad rang my mum to say, "Oh, you know, we're on our way back. Are you okay?" And there was no answer. So Dad thought, "Oh, you know, maybe she's just in the garden or she's popped out." At that point, my sister cycled back to her house because she lives 10 minutes away, and my dad went home, and he was the one that found my mum hanging. Yeah, I feel she believed that she was being a burden. Sorry. She thought that sorry, I don't know worse. Unfortunately, there was nothing we could do. I'm not embarrassed by it, you know. My mum was ill, and that's life. But a week after my mum died, we had a bloody mental health nurse ringing my house asking for my mum.
Are you serious?
Yeah. There's just so many gaps in mental health. They don't listen to the family.
No.
Well, you know, they're not all like that, but, you know, especially one that dealt with my mum, they were absolutely ridiculous.
Hello there, it's Steve here. Hi, please. We are trying to get to a male that seems to be having some sort of mental breakdown. Now, I think the guy is also schizophrenic.
Right, hold on, try and spell schizophrenic.
Yeah, I can't put mad, that's not politically correct.
No.
Gone out of the way? So we are.
Dickheads. Why is it that...
I think they're all out tonight. They're all out. 349?
349, just advise you on this one. The patient is suicidal, schizophrenic.
All received, no worries, over.
You see a broad range of all sorts of ailments and problems, whether it be from a cut finger to the trauma, the cardiac arrests, the drownings, electric shocks and fires and what have you. But mental health's the most difficult. It is absolutely the most difficult job we get sent to.
Hello, mate, you all right? And I'm Mark.
Right.
What's been going on then, mate?
Very mentally disturbed.
Yeah?
Yeah,
How long has this been going on for?
About 20 years.
Right. And has it been controlled up until now?
It was controlled up until Wednesday, I suppose, maybe, and then everything kind of went a little bit pear-shaped.
Do you mind if I ask what's happened?
Sorry, there's two people there. They talk to me all the time.
Okay. Do you mind telling me what they're saying?
Yeah, they want me to kill myself.
Okay.
I want to kill myself. I want to take my life. I've had enough anymore. I don't want to be alive anymore. I don't want to be alive anymore.
Okay.
I've had enough. No.
I notice you've got some bandages on your wrists and that.
Yeah.
Is that from South Arm, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think there's not really a great deal we can do here for you.
No.
Martin, I think best thing, because of how you're feeling, is that we can control this a lot better at the hospital.
Oh, I don't want to go to hospital. I don't want to go to hospital. They won't do anything for me now because they turn around and said that as far as they're concerned, I'm not crazy enough.
To be honest with you, Martin, anybody that tells me that they're seeing two people that are telling them to kill themselves...
No, they're just there. They're right there.
Is it a man and a woman?
Yeah. It's a blonde lady and a dark-haired man.
And we can help you.
You can't help me. No one can help me.
I would 100% of the time choose a medical problem over a mental health one for myself or any of my loved ones.
All right, go on then.
Because you've got something to put your finger on and you know what your issue is and you know that hopefully it can be treated, it can be cured. Mental health, none of them questions can be answered.
It's all right, no worries. It's all right, mate. Do you want to sit down? Oh, don't take any... Martin. Come on, we're here to help, mate. We don't want you to take an overdose.
I don't give a shit.
Martin, come on, mate.
Come on, mate.
We can't let you do that. You know what's going to happen if you do.
Look, come on, think about this. We're here to help. We don't want you doing anything silly.
In Essex, paramedic Mark Rowley urgently needs to get his mentally disturbed patient Martin to hospital.
Come on, Martin. The sooner we get going, the sooner we can get you sorted out.
Good man.
Sorry.
It's all right, mate. We'll get straight on.
Actually, can I go on?
Well, no, at the minute, we're there. Martin.
Oh, well,
look,
stop.
We're here to help you.
Stop, I'm going to get out. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go for a walk. I want to go for a walk now.
I know you do. I know that.
I'm going to go for a walk now.
But we've got to get you.
No!
All right, OK. Sadie?
I can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore.
Now that we're so close to the hospital, do you think you can just stick with it a little bit longer so that we can get you sorted?
You should go and kill yourself. I think you should go and kill yourself. Go and hurt yourself. You'd be better for it. Everyone else would be better for it if you weren't here. That's kind of how it feels.
Do you remember the first time you heard voices?
I was probably about 8. They look like real people. You know, you can see them. I mean, you know they're not real, and you know that no one else can see them. But to you, they are the worst thing in the world. It's so horrible. I'd love to be able to turn around and sit there and say to someone, here you go, have this for one day. Just take it for one day. And then I'll take it back. But just to sit there and see the world through my eyes for what it's like for one bloody day, to sit there and understand how it feels. It's like a nuclear bomb going off in your head. And it is the worst point in my life because all of a sudden I think, oh no, not again. Please don't let me end up back in this darkness. It's horrible. Just even thinking about it is one of the most soul-destroying thoughts that you can have come to you. Because all you just want is to just be stable and live a normal life, but you can't. Sorry. I don't want to live anymore. I don't want to live. I don't want to live. I don't want to live.
I believe you.
I
really do believe you, mate. You've had a hard old week of it, ain't you, mate?
The only thing we can do sometimes is just transport them to hospital.
It's all right, mate. It's all right.
It's the worst place you could ever want to take a patient with how Martin was presenting. So many people, so many voices. He was already hearing 2 that were imaginary, so I do think that they are probably let down a little bit.
Martin was kept in hospital for just 10.5 hours. before being sent home.
They have a criteria that you have to meet to be institutionalised. It's almost impossible, because unless I sat there and probably started dancing around and trying to make a complete idiot myself, being abusive, being violent, which isn't in my nature, it's very hard then to sit there and try and convince a doctor. I wasn't crazy enough as far as they were concerned.
I'm not well. I'm a bit up on mad.
What's wrong?
Well, you need to ignore the other voices and you need to listen to me. Okay, why have you not taken your medication today?
I'm hearing voices. I'm hearing voices. I want to help people.
Britain's ambulance emergency call handlers are now receiving nearly 750,000 calls about mental health problems every year.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
I've just cut myself.
You've cut yourself?
Yeah, I rang up because I was feeling like cutting myself. Now I just have.
I never know how a conversation's going to go with a mental health patient. It can be quite nerve-wracking at times.
I don't want to live anymore.
Okay.
All the hairs on the back of your neck stand up and you just think, oh, God.
So where's the knife at the moment?
It's covered. Standing in sugar.
It's standing in the sugar, is it?
It's in the sugar, yeah.
Okay.
Ow.
How are you feeling at the minute, Matthew? Are you doing okay for me?
Put me on again.
There are some things that really do make your skin crawl.
This is a really bad cut compared to what I've done before.
What I want you to do is I want you to get a clean, dry cloth or towel. So just press that down firmly on the wound
And that will help stop the bleeding, okay?
I don't want to stop the bleeding.
Oh, look. Hello. Hello, sir. How you doing? What do we call you? Matt.
I'd rather you come in because it's a mess, but...
I'm not bothered about that. I'm already in, aren't I?
You're already in,
yeah. Can I have a look at your arm, please, Matt? What did you do that with?
Big serrated knife.
What made you do that today, then? Just the alcohol, do you think?
No, I can drink all night and be
You
fine.
live on your own here?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just my depression and being fed up and
Okay.
had enough, kind of.
You know they're going to need looking at, don't you, Matt, down at the hospital? Pop one on.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. You're going to come with me?
Yeah.
How people do it, I don't know. It must take a lot to send somebody to that level that they can take that amount of pain. I mean, God, waxing my eyebrows brings me to tears.
Have a lot of beer cans?
There must be so much going on in someone's life that they think this is all I've got is the last resort to get a knife out and hurt myself.
Happy?
Yeah.
Can't take that with you. You can have a sip if you want to.
Looking.
Right, let's go. Can you manage your step, Matt?
Yeah.
Come on then.
Well, you'll definitely need stitches. Does it not hurt you, though?
Kind of used to it by now. When I see the blood running down my arm, it just reminds me that I'm still here.
All right, then,
It's not me trying to do anything serious. It's just trying to get rid of some sort of subconscious pain.
A lot of the time, it is just a big, big cry for help. All they want is somebody to listen.
Just had enough.
Just had enough of what? Anything particular, or...?
Life in general, being on my own, not working.
Have you ever worked? What did you used to do?
Security.
No girlfriend?
No.
No?
No, I wish you did.
Wish you did. No brothers or sisters?
3 stepbrothers and 1 stepsister. I did have a problem a couple of years ago, we killed himself.
Sorry to hear that.
Glad he used to it now.
Yeah.
My brother, James, killed himself when he was 18. Stepped in front of a lorry. I was 15. And I blame myself a lot because that day I was the last person to see him. I remember every single thing about that day, minute by minute. And I don't think anything will ever change that. That's really when I started drinking heavily.
Not that it's my place to say, but what would you think if you saw you like this?
I wrote that.
Yeah.
Probably try to kick me ass.
Exactly. So...
Probably try it, I don't kick him.
That should be your kick up the bum to sort yourself out, maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah. From the job we do, you can see how one simple thing can escalate to another thing and another thing, and before you know it, you're at rock bottom and you've got no one. This way. We just do what we do. We go, we treat them, we pick them up, we transport them in. If we end up seeing them again in a few weeks' time, then we know it hasn't worked.
Hello?
I cut my wrist and had taken an overdose.
Right.
I'm now not feeling well at all.
And have you ever done anything like this before?
I have.
You have?
I have.
Okay, what's your name?
Matthew.
You just want to unwrap it. Are you right if I just clean those up? Yeah. Is that okay? Yeah.
So you know 2 weeks ago when you were in, what help did you get?
No, I spent ages there and talked to a doctor, got my arm sorted, spoke to someone from the psych team, then went home.
And you've never been offered any aftercare help or anything?
Not proper, no. I've waited 7-8 hours before talking to someone, and then they've just sent me home after 15 minutes anyway.
So how many times have you been picked up by an ambulance?
Over 20, 25 that I can remember or think of. When I'm falling, there's nothing to bounce back off. I'm just hitting the ground. And then I have to start again. And it's just continuous.
Within a week of being discharged back into the community, Martin also self-harmed again.
You do wonder, what do I have to do to convince them that I do need some help here? I'm not just mucking around. I'm not trying to waste your time, and I'm not trying to, waste anyone else's time. I am desperate to get help. Help me. Do you mind if we stop here a minute? Because I need to sit there and calm myself down. I just want to sit there and calm down. Just calm down. Just calm down. Just calm down. I'm not going to let you talk to me. I'm not going to let you talk to me. I'm not going to let you talk to me. Go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. Go away. Sorry. Start. I think I'm okay now. They've gone.
Okay, I understand. That's why we're getting that help on its way to you as soon as possible, okay?
Why have you always got to save me? Why can't you just let me die? It's my boyfriend. He's trying to hang himself.
He's trying to hang himself.
On average, 16 people kill themselves every day in the UK. 90% have a diagnosed mental health disorder.
He's like taking an overdose.
Yeah.
I've cried out for help, but I'm not getting any.
Emergency ambulance, what's the address of the emergency?
East London Underground, yeah. We've got a person under a train.
Okay, how old's the person?
We've got no further detail at the moment other than person under a train, I'm afraid.
Oh, person under a train. Let's go. Because I'm going to put my high vis on, because from past experience, it makes a right mess of you. Come on, let's go. Which way down is it here? Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Hi, guys. All right. What we got? Okay. What's the... Is the power off?
Yeah, the power's off.
The power's off. Make a quick report. Patients that... We haven't seen the patient, we've been told the patient's still alive. Where's the torch gone?
It's gone that way.
It makes you feel quite sad that an individual's got to the point whereby their only solution is to quite dramatically end their life. You know, step down on a train platform, on the line, and then get hit by a train. You've got some very desperate thoughts going on, I imagine, to make you feel like that. What we've got is like a 60-year-old male. Yep. He's got, all we can see that's obvious is a broken right arm, it's obviously deformed. Yep. He's got a head injury. Yep. We're still calculating the GCS. He's opened his eyes to speak. We can drag him right out, I think. Mate, let's just get him. Yeah.
Is he alive?
Yeah, he's alive. Yeah, he's alive.
1, 2, 3, up! All right, let's go.
Shit, do you want to hold a piece of that for us? Is that all right? Cheers.
Which
Some fluid.
Ready, brace, lift. 12.
There's a long chain of events there, and we've come at the very, very end of that chain of events. And it's a cumulative effect of perhaps falling through the net, missing treatment, etc. There could be such a long history of what's happened to this individual throughout their life. For us to have an interesting shift, someone has to have, you know, a pretty awful day, really. And you don't really wish that on anyone. That sort of pain and suffering. I've been in that mental state to do that kind of thing.
You're right. What have you done today? Sleep. Yeah? That's it?
For the past 3 weeks, Martin has been trying a new regime of antipsychotic medication and is feeling well enough to see his daughter.
When I was a baby, there was a magical person.
A magical person?
Yeah. It was a goblin.
A goblin?
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
Through the window.
Oh, no. Have you seen the goblin since? You have?
Yeah, this is a different one.
Do you see any other people?
Huh?
Do you see any other people?
Goblins.
Only goblins?
Yeah.
You don't see any people, though? No? No? Good. That's all right, then. That did scare me. She's 5. I started hearing them when I was about 8. She was just saying that she's got an imaginary friend that she sits here and occasionally talks to. But for that couple of minutes, I was thinking the worst. You tell me when to stop, OK? You want to go faster? No, I don't want to sit there and spend all my life being in the mire and feeling like crap all the time and just wishing that I was dead. I want to be out there embracing life, enjoying it, doing the things that everyone else just takes for granted and doesn't worry about. walk her down the aisle one day and, you know, see her get married and dreading the first boyfriend bit already, but never mind.
Are you taking that today?
Taking what? Yeah, that. I've got a bag of clothes in there.
Frustrated by the lack of support Matthew has been receiving, his mother, Leslie, is paying for him to move to a flat closer to her home.
If I didn't have Matthew, I don't need my possessions. So he can have what I can give him now. Now. It's going to be poor when I die.
A couple of my little plates.
What are you going to do with those jars?
I don't know. I might keep them, I might get rid of them. I'm surprised that she didn't disown me years ago. I am very surprised that she's still there trying to help me and work through things with me. Are you going straight to the flat?
Yes.
Are you happy?
At the minute I am, yes. At the minute I'm glad to be alive. Trying to get there one day at a time.
Yeah, I'll get that, you Wally. Every day I get more confident that he's going to become a pensioner, possibly. And I have helped towards that. And if he does succeed, it'll be a lovely reward.
Hello, ambulance. Tell me exactly what's happened.
I took an overdose.
You're having a panic attack?
He keeps saying, I'm getting near to the sun, I'm getting near to the sun.
And why have you tried to burn yourself?
I was had a laugh.
It's quite often you'll see psych suicide coming up on your screen. That is what we do day in, day out.
Intentional overdose.
Oh. My God, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Particularly if it's your 7th or 8th one that night, you think, is this never ending?
I'm going to go home and ring 999.
I don't think we receive enough mental health training. We don't get anything like the education we should, I suppose, with what a mental health nurse or an approved social worker would, a GP would.
It would be so much better if we could turn up, assess somebody and say, look, they haven't hurt themselves. I don't think they need to be set up in A&E, but I would like somebody who's, you know, cleverer than me and, you know, trained in this subject to come out and talk to them and see what you think.
I think we're intimidated by strange. We don't embrace strange or crazy. We sort of turn a blind eye to it instead and put it under the carpet and, you know, we'll forget about that.
Come on, you need to be brave and you need to unlock the door so the ambulance can get in.
Unless more attention is paid to people with mental health issues, it's going to be a problem that spirals out of control with, especially with all the stress and recession problems at the moment. It's going to get worse, it's not going to get better, so the problem needs addressing now.
You all right, mate?
The man who was contemplating jumping from the car park is alive and well.
I'll stay back.
I can't sleep. I can't do nothing.
Peter, however, is still struggling with depression. The man who attempted suicide on the underground remains in hospital and will probably never fully recover from his injuries. Now under the watchful eye of his mother, Leslie, Matthew is doing well and hasn't needed to call on the ambulance service for months.
A few people have said I look a lot better lately, working out again more. Feel better, so you know, it's nice to hear people say I look better and I want to feel better in that as well.
For Martin, the lifelong battle with mental illness continues.
I've described my brain as being like a rainbow. You know, it's got all the colours. And when everything is fantastic, they're nice and bright and vibrant and they're in the right place. When things are not so good, they kind of go wishy-washy and all mishmashed together and it just looks like a blurred pattern of nothing. But at the moment, my brain is a rainbow and it feels good.
Another day breaks. Short sigh. For some, it'll be the best day of their life. For others, it will be the worst.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
There's one emergency service that gets to know us more intimately than any other.
If you feel sick and you need to vomit, just vomit, but let me know when you're finished.
When you called in, you said that she'd been drinking and she'd messed herself.
They'll spill everything out to us. For some reason, they seem to think we hold all the answers.
Any chance you can remember where Trevor Cliff lives?
In the UK, an ambulance is now dispatched once every 5 seconds.
Whoa! So many points for that. Right. I'll send it. See ya.
At a cost of £250 a time.
That went well.
OK, look at him closely and tell me if he's breathing at all.
Filming with ambulance call handlers
You need to puff the chest hard and fast at least twice per second.
and paramedics across Britain.
I think we're going to have to go up, Neil.
What are you doing out here? I'll stay back. No, I'm staying back. I'm staying back. I'm staying back.
It's all right, mate.
This is the story of why we're in greater need of the ambulance service than ever before.
Mate, we don't want you to take an overdose.
I don't give a shit. I'm desperate to get help. Help me.
No, I just don't want to be here anymore because of my appearance.
It's what's inside, though, isn't it, sweetheart?
It's not me, it's my friend who's been stabbed.
Of emergencies that change lives forever.
I just remember him laying down here and me then thinking, that's it. Get me up.
And what happens when the medical emergency is over
James, lay down, mate. James, lay down, that's...
and the paramedics have left?
Well, it's not my fault you got me pregnant, is it?
This time, why young people just embarking on adult life
She's a silly girl.
are placing a growing burden on ambulance crews already stretched to breaking point.
The nation needs to know that their children are being looked after by surrogate parents, and we're dressed in green and we drive big yellow ambulances.
You're not going to die.
I feel very close. 349 Green at hospital.
Yeah, Roger 349, thanks so much. We'll show you green and returning.
Oh, okay.
In Essex, paramedics Anna Potter and Jess Kyle are just 3 hours into an 8-hour shift.
5 hours and then we go home to bed.
That sounds good. Oh, yeah, another really near job. Outside, been stabbed. Oh, no. I can't be dealing with this.
And the police are there.
Let's just wait somewhere. I'm not going near.
Where are we?
We're on the road.
Okay, I'm going to pull over here then, mate.
349.
349, hold back from this job, please. It's a stabbing.
Thank you. Do you know, I'm just going to lock my door.
Tell me exactly what's happened. Yeah, I've just come down and I've pulled in the middle of the road and this geezer's fell in front of me and he's been stabbed about 6 times.
So it's only 20?
Stabbed in the, yeah, probably, yeah.
It's worrying, isn't it, though?
20, it's no age, is it?
Okay, and there's more than one wound? Yeah, oh yeah. It's bleeding a lot, it's heavily bleeding, needs an ambulance quick.
Maybe I just had a sheltered life, Jess.
I think I did as well. Until I did this job, I was, really wrapped up in cotton wool. Oh, I can hear sirens. We're following the police, thank you.
Years ago, I got issued stab vests, but I shouldn't say this on film, really. Government cuts, right? Couldn't afford to give new staff stab vests, so we handed them all back in, so no one had them.
Up there?
Up here.
If it's a dangerous, volatile situation, we aren't allowed to go in until the police are there, so we have to wait. Not far away, but far enough away, I guess, if you're an injured person in the middle of a whole situation and you really want us to come in.
Is that the next one? Thank you.
Is there any serious bleeding? Yeah, he's pissing with blood. I've watched him get stabbed about 5 times.
And what part of the body is injured?
Head, chest, hand.
How long you got tonight?
You got pain anywhere else, sweetheart?
All over.
All over. Yeah, hang on a minute.
So slow. No, got Paramedics.
No, you're all right, mate. You could just uncover that for me. But here, we're not here, and one to the hand, which I've dressed.
What's his name?
Kez.
Just take a deep breath in for me, mate.
It's that one down here, Rick, is the one I was worried about.
You can see a wound and it really doesn't look like that much. It might not be bleeding, it might be some tiny little hole, but it's the internal damage, the organs you've got sitting within you. We didn't know the extent of his internal injuries. You're in a situation where you can't make it better. You can only try and buy time.
Right, sweet. Just gonna put another dressing on you, darling, all right? Is that how you feel at the moment, sweet? I can get some. Let me just dress this. Just keep breathing in and out nicely for me, darling. Any pain worse when you're breathing in and out? Particular side? Just all over your chest, sweetheart.
Straight away you could see his breathing. He was agitated and his breathing wasn't great.
Breathe in and out again for me, darling.
His lungs have collapsed. Without them working, you don't have much time. You will die.
Sure. You all right? Right, we get him in, we can get him set back up again. Right, a few more bumps, nice and steady, please.
We're very good at being swans. Yeah, very calm on the surface. Underneath, we are paddling like hell.
We are, darling. We just got to do a few more checks, check your breathing and stuff, sweetheart.
Right, what can I do to help you, Vic?
That's the priority at the moment.
We had to decompress his lung and scene him.
Sharp scratch, mate. Well done.
We had to put the needle in between the ribs into the lung to let the air out, basically.
Let's deep breath in.
And that buys them a little bit of time. It's not going to be a cure, but it buys us enough time to get them to hospital.
When we get there, just as a heads up, there's going to be a lot of doctors and nurses all over you, okay, asking you lots of questions. They're going to be doing all the same checks that we've done, having a good look at all your wounds and stuff, listening to your chest, things like that. It's quite distressing, so just try and stay nice and calm for us. There we go.
I appreciate life and how quickly it can change. Maybe people who don't do this profession don't think about that so much, which is great. You don't want to think about it all the time. You get sucked into that and you wouldn't live your life. But it can be hard sometimes if you've had a rocky shift and you just want to appreciate your loved ones.
Hello, sweet, it's only me. You're right. Sorry about that, but I just wanted to say I seriously wouldn't bother going back out again tonight, all right? And the guy that we've just taken in is really, really poorly. But it's actually quite nasty, so I just didn't want my lovely little nephew running around. Just making sure you're all home and safe, all right? All right then, sweetie, I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
How old is he?
He's 14.
Oh, no.
You know?
I just try and keep my kids as safe as I can. Like any other parent out there, teenage years are a nightmare, right? I think the boys are having a tough time now. And this last year, I'd say, we've noticed a big increase in what we call proper stabbings, life-threatening stabbings.
349, we are trolley clear at Southend, but we are yellow. Need to go back and clean up, please.
Yeah, no worries, 349, so you're right, something about it.
Sometimes, if you feel it's a little bit too much for your emotions to know what's happened, you say we've brought them in and they were alive and kicking and you don't need to know anymore, and you might avoid the local papers for a little while.
The hospital, I told my mum that I wasn't going to make it through. She actually took pictures on her mobile phone of me in the hospital bed when I was in the A&E room in Southend before I got transferred to London to get me as last moment pictures. No mother should see their son like that or have to go through that. I'm cautious of everything around me now, like what's behind me. It used to be a fist fight. The worst thing was going home was a black eye and a broken nose. These days you're going home with 12 stab wounds in your body.
Ambulance, what's the emergency?
It's not me, it's my friend who's been stabbed.
They've been stabbed, okay, the help's being organised, okay, they're coming as quickly as they can.
In London, penetrative woundings now account for 30% of the serious trauma seen by the ambulance service.
So your friend has been bottled?
Yeah.
Hey, how old is she?
She's 14.
Okay.
It's not safe nowadays. And I sound like an overprotective mother, but they're not safe.
Is he still on the floor?
Across the UK,
Is there any serious bleeding?
the ambulance service now receives more than 2,000 calls every day about young people and their troubles.
What did you take?
I don't know. I just don't basically want to be here anymore because of my appearance.
Right. It's what's inside though, isn't it, sweetheart?
Not knowing who to turn to. The instinct now is just to call for an ambulance. They're going to sort it all out. That's the answer.
Mick, I've got a guy that's chatting to a girl online who's told him that she's overdosed on paracetamol. He only knows her name and her age and doesn't have an address or a phone number or any clue of where she is from at all.
It's never straightforward with a young person. Never.
Ah, dear me. Ambulance, tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know. He's a 15-year-old boy. He's completely out for the count. They're saying he's only had a bottle of cider, but they think somebody spiked it.
I've got a friend here who's been taking quite a lot of liquid ecstasy, and he's passed out, and we can't wake him up, and he keeps like not breathing.
It's Saturday. And tonight, the nation's paramedics and ambulance emergency call handlers will respond to over 6,000 cries for help.
She's got sick and she's shitting herself and stuff.
Oh, has she? Okay, and she's outside at the moment, is she?
By the KFC.
More than 500 will concern young people.
That's disgusting, isn't it? 18-year-old wasted so much that she's basically pooing herself.
When I was a teenager, I'd go out and drink and my friends would keep my hair out of my face while I was being sick. Now the instinct is we need somebody else to keep our hair out of our faces while we've been sick, and that's the ambulance service.
Okay, tell me exactly what's happened.
Basically, this guy is very, very drunk. We've got bouncers, he smashed his head against the car, he's in to hospital. To the team, I'm ready to sit down. No, kill him! Oh my God, kill him!
Hello, what just happened?
He's just trying to get up and vomiting everywhere.
How old is he?
He's 18.
Drifting in and out of consciousness, yeah? I know the ones. That's all we know. He's a drifter. It's the booze bus job if ever I heard of it. Isn't it? Gone straight from college or whatever. They'll go out and get smashed, and by 11, 12, they'll be left in a gutter or on a pavement or in a toilet. It's quite a common one.
Where is he?
Just over here on the corner. They're young and invincible until they have that 5th, 6th, 20th Jaeger bomb, and suddenly they can't walk or talk.
Hello, boss. What's happened to you tonight?
I don't know.
Okay, you've been out, you've had a good time, you've had a drink, is that right?
Yeah.
Right, have you hurt yourself at all?
I don't know.
Do
No.
you want to come and sit in the ambulance and have a chat about it? We can't leave you here.
Don't tell parents.
We're not going to tell anyone.
Come and sit in the ambulance. Ready? 1, 2, hop. Hey, there we go.
Probably hadn't eaten anything. What he had, he was wearing.
I hope you weren't going to wear them trousers to church tomorrow. You're covered in vomit, okay? So just don't touch anything.
Excuse me, how bad is he?
He's drunk.
How bad?
He's drunk.
Shall we get your trousers pulled up, shall we?
Please.
Come and stand up. Come and stand up.
Oh.
Stand on your own. On your own. Don't be sick on me.
Yeah, right.
Don't tell him, please.
I won't tell him. It's fine.
You promised me ASAP.
Sit down. Done. Kinda.
Please don't tell him. They don't want us to phone their mum. Or dad. Oh, mum's gonna be so mad. Don't tell anyone.
I'm not going to tell anyone.
It's one thing to be picked up by some faceless paramedic who's probably very nice to you and makes sure you're okay, but another thing to go home and deal with the shame.
Oh. James, no crying now. Otherwise we'll phone your parents. Do you want us to phone your parents?
No.
Okay, so no more crying then, okay? No more crying. You're going to be an adult now, yeah?
Yeah. I don't die, please don't die.
James,
You ain't gonna die.
We're not going to let you die.
Not tonight.
Today.
Not tonight.
James, you're going to make it through the night, all right? No sadness. This is a happy ambulance.
I think that's probably been one of my best nights out. Definitely. I mean, to a point, it was a good night. I know.
You're not going to die.
It was the first time I've had my tower in London. I was celebrating my friend's 18th birthday. His parents said they'd pay for him, so we got 3 litres of Belvedere vodka, like a Magnum, and then 3 litres of Moe. So that was meant to last the night, but actually it lasted about an hour or 2.
James, no crying. This is a happy bus, remember?
Happy ambulance doesn't allow sadness. No crying. No crying.
From then on, it's still a bit of a haze.
You said you wasn't going to cry anymore.
Do you remember being a bit upset?
Yeah. I do remember being a bit upset.
James?
But obviously that can stay quiet.
You're not going to die.
You do see a negative side of young people, but you see a negative side of a lot of people. I got it. We do a good job in the ambulance service.
Yeah, 5 out of 5 jobby.
5 out of 5.
10 out of 10 jobby.
10 out of 10 jobby.
20 out of 10 jobby.
James might be drunk, but he's definitely not going to die. And so to relieve pressure on A&E beds, he's taken to Soho's Alcohol Recovery Centre to sleep it off.
This is James, he's 18. Been drinking for the last 14 hours.
James, lay down, mate. James, lay down, that's it. They lose their inhibition and there's no one to put the brakes on for them. There's no one to pull the reins. They just go and they're off.
In Essex, Winston Chin and Jess Kyle are also working the night shift.
We've just driven past a lady lying in the middle of the road, so we're just going to go back round and check she's okay.
Okay, no worries, I'll have to put a job here.
Where was she? Was it this far back?
Yeah.
Or did I just imagine a person?
Could be a ghost.
That's really... There she is.
It's not something that you want to see. It's worrying. You kind of drive past and you think, what am I going to find when I get nearer?
Where's she been to end up there?
It's not normal.
Like, where are her shoes?
It's not normal. She's probably been to a party.
She's hammered, Winston, so it is normal.
Yeah, but she's lost some purse, shoes, anything, has she?
Are you all right? We were driving past and saw you lying face down in the central reservation. So we turned back round to check you're all right. Yeah. Okay, so where do you live? Well, are you going to make your own way back there then? Yeah, no. Where are your shoes?
Do you want us to call anyone?
Can we take you home? Sure? Okay, all right.
You just watch yourself, all right?
Just be careful, don't stumble into the road. All right then.
I would have felt so much better if she'd have said, oh, well, OK, would you mind taking me home? And normally I don't like taking people home because I don't feel that's my job. I'm not a taxi. I don't want to take drunk people home to their houses. But her, there was something about her that I just wanted to look after her.
Perhaps we should go around the corner just because I don't feel happy with her walking around on her own.
She's really, really vulnerable, but if they don't want your help, what can you do? So we just got in the ambulance and followed her for a little while. Sounds a bit like a stalker, but I think there was sort of a mothering instinct to me.
She's a silly girl. She doesn't want our help, so...
You feel invincible when you're young, when you're drunk, because you don't know what the world's like. I didn't know much, really. I was quite naive until I did this job. You just kind of think, oh, I'm all right. I'm in my own little world and no one's going to touch me. But you shouldn't have that attitude because you could walk around that corner and you don't know what's there.
No worries.
Heading to a burger van. It's all good. I thought she was just going into a random alleyway. But she's heading to the burger van.
I hope that poor girl did get home all right, and I hope she learnt from her mistakes and she woke up the next morning and thought, God, you know, I'm never going to do that again. You hope.
You watch, she'll be in national news tomorrow. Missing person someone goes missing in Basildon and it fits her description. Oh, I won't be able to sleep now when I go home.
I can't wait to get him out of bed.
It's 4:50 a.m. and in an East Midlands ambulance control centre, the shift is nearly over.
Here we go.
Hello, ambulance, you there? Tell me exactly what's happened.
Bleach.
What about bleach?
Drank.
You drank bleach? Okay, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Right, was it accidental or intentional?
Intentional.
Right, okay. Well, the help is being arranged. You need to keep on the phone just until they get there.
They'll spill everything out to us, all the things that are worrying them, because we're just this faceless, nameless person.
Because I feel stupid.
You feel stupid, so you drank bleach?
Because I don't feel worth it. Because I don't feel worth anything.
Right, but what's made you feel so worthless?
Everything.
They teeter on an edge, really, teenagers. They're so angst and everything is so distressing and multiplied, isn't it? And magnified to a larger size when you're that age.
I'm sad. I'm so sorry.
No, don't apologise. That's what we're here for.
I really miss my mum.
Right, what town does your mum live in?
She's dead.
Extreme caution. Cab door.
It's not happening. It's not working. Number again, please.
The ambulance crew urgently need to assess the girl's condition.
Oh, here we go. Someone's coming down now.
Hello. Is it you we've come for? Yeah? Do you want to jump on our vehicle?
Maybe soon.
Okay, what's your name? Don't worry. I'm glad this is Isabel. Don't worry.
Okay.
I vomited on my face and stuff. So.
Okay.
What's your
Be
name?
careful then.
Margarita.
Margarita. Okay, jump on.
I need my stuff.
Oh, we can go back in. Hang on. Let's get you sorted first. Jump on. We're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything unless you want us to. You've drank some bleach, is that correct? Yeah? When did you do that?
Hair colouring bleach.
Yeah? What time was that?
About 10 minutes before I called you.
Okay.
Because I felt stupid.
Okay, and how much have you drank?
About half a cup.
Half a cup. Okay. Have you vomited?
Not entirely.
Okay. Do you have any pain anywhere at all?
I don't know. Can I squeeze someone's hand at least something?
Yeah.
At that moment in time, I wanted to die. And then as soon as I take those pills or drink the bleach or whatever, it's not that I don't want to die, it's more, I don't want to die now. I want to die later. When I'm old.
You had a few drinks tonight, yeah?
It's not just that.
Oh no, it's not just that. You've had some alcohol, yeah?
Of course I have.
Yeah.
I took too many antidepressants and...
How many have you took?
About 14.
Okay. Are you allergic to anything?
Yeah, paracetamol. I'm allergic to pineapples, but I love them.
Okay.
So please give me pineapples.
Okay.
When you're feeling so down, it's hard to think, oh, I've got lots of people who love me and they'd be heartbroken. When you're in that moment, when you're feeling so down, you kind of, it's not selfish. It's more, you have tunnel vision.
Have you tried to harm yourself in the past?
Always.
Yeah. And how long's that been going on for? How many years?
About 10 years now. Since before my mum died.
She had a brain aneurysm and then died a week later. And I don't want to remember. I remember, but I don't want to, so.
My dad's gone now, you know, he died 3 years ago. I was devastated. And I got into the habit of, you know, after every shift, I'd have a couple of beers at home, you know, every day, you know. And then when I was off shift, I could go out and I could have 8 pints or 9 pints and get drunk, you know, and it was lovely and all that. Until I kind of, you know, took a step back and I thought, actually, I'm drinking way too much here, way too much. I can see how easily it happens.
I kind of really want my boyfriend here. Because he cares and stuff. And my dad's far away and I don't want him to know. I'm scared that I'm pregnant.
Okay.
And I don't know whether I'm pregnant or not, but I'm just so scared.
Okay.
It's sad, isn't it? My dad, he was my best friend. I would like to think that I'll have the same kind of relationship with my daughter and my son when they're older. And if ever they're in trouble, that they can call me, you know. That's all you wish for as a parent, surely, you know.
Because she'd vomited up the hair bleach she drank, Margarita was spared a potentially fatal injury. And 2 days later, she was allowed to leave hospital.
How pregnant are you?
7 weeks, maybe. Maybe more, maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to find that out. I'm confused. How are you meant to know how long your cycle? What the hell is a cycle? What even is this? What's a cycle? Oh, menstrual cycle. Whoops. Well, I always wish Mum was around because my dad's not exactly good with the whole my period's being annoying or I've got cystitis again. If she'd been around, it wouldn't have bloody happened, would it? I would have taken better precautions. I'm screwed. I'm so screwed. It's not good timing. I want to go to uni. I'm gonna talk to Noah about it. Because he kind of needs to know. Fucking hell, pick up your phone. He doesn't give a shit at all. About anything. Other than fucking free running. Hello? I wanted to sit him down and just be like, we have had a minor indiscretion and we have been put in this situation which neither of us want to be in. What do we do? And, you know, cry on him and have a cuddle. It's very fucking serious. It's life-changingly fucking serious, Noah. So you're saying you don't have the money to, you don't have the petrol to, and you need rest, but you're fucking training. What's more important? Well, it's not my fault you got me fucking pregnant, is it?
It's full moon. I was just about saying, more important matters. Would you fly to the moon, given the chance?
Will I fly to them?
Yeah, so they said, look, we've got a spare place on the Space Shuttle Olympius. It's free for you if you want to go.
Yeah, for sure.
For real?
Oh yeah, wouldn't shadow of a doubt.
What, fly up to the moon?
Who wouldn't?
Me?
Why?
Do you know what, even if they offered me £55,000, no chance would you get me anywhere up there. I was just about to go out on my balcony.
But 56, you'd be all right.
No, not even, no.
Hello? Ambulance, emergency, tell me exactly what's happened.
Our officers have come across a male who is clearly intoxicated, but he's claiming to have taken 30 paracetamol and cocaine, heroin, etc. He is conscious of breathing. There is no apparent bleeding, other than there's a bleeding lesion.
You don't like flying then?
No, I really don't. It's so unnatural, isn't it?
331, we just want to see if there's someone now that's taken an overdose on.
30 paracetamol.
I've got a pilot's licence.
What, to fly a plane?
Yeah.
At what feet? At what foot? At what height?
What height?
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever height you want to fly at.
Going to the moon would break me. It would break me as a person.
Do you know how far that is away?
Probably about 60 million miles.
No, it's not that far. It's only, I think it's about 240,000 miles.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like 20 times the length of Britain.
It's not. There's the police. Looks like he's been arrested as well.
And the week before.
What's your name, mate?
Thomas.
Thomas. All right, I'm Mike. This is Anna.
Tom, what's happened, fella?
I've taken a lot of pills.
You've taken a lot of pills. That was the first time I'd ever met him on that job. I've seen him a couple of times since. I think the last time I actually saw him, he, what did he say? He said something along the lines of, if I hit you, will I go to prison? Keep your arms nice, don't swing your arms around and these guys will be fine, all right? Who wants to go to prison? I couldn't think of anywhere more scary to be. But they're being fed. All right, they're in a cell, but I suppose they're looked after. It's staggering, so we're going to hold you because we don't want you to fall over and hurt yourself, do we? You turn up with blue flashing lights. They feel that they're getting somewhere, don't they? Instead of just people ignoring them. Right, Tom, you're telling me you've taken 50 cocodamol, yeah?
Yeah.
And 20 paracetamol and 20 ibuprofen, yeah?
I've taken a bit of everything, yeah.
A bit of everything. Right. Is there anything else?
I had shandy at lunchtime.
He knows that he gets the attention of us. He says a few certain keywords and we've got a duty of care to follow things through. But who else is there, though? There's no social workers around at that sort of time. The only one that has 24 hours, 365 days a year is the ambulance and then on to A&E. So, Tom, you got a letter here from the hospital. You've done virtually exactly the same. Literally 2 days ago?
Well, yeah, day, mate. I've hated my life for the last fucking... I don't know. It's going on nearly a year now.
For what you've taken is a fatal dose, if it is what you've taken.
No, it just feels like fucking everything is just turned to shit. I'm homeless. I don't give... You know what I mean? I have got nothing.
You got any family around?
No.
No.
Nothing. I just can't ask my mum for anything, you know what I mean?
No. Yeah. No, you don't feel like they've got anything ahead sometimes. If that's what they've experienced in their younger years, they're not going to be like what we see as a normal adult because they haven't had a childhood yet.
That's my womb.
It looks like an oval. It doesn't really tell me much.
That's a sack, and you can see its little head there.
What, you mean that plus sign and that plus sign?
No!
Now 7 weeks pregnant, Margarita and her boyfriend Noah have been for an ultrasound scan.
No.
No, that's determining how long it is.
Quite like the whole Windows XP look of it.
Noah's everything to me. And that's a big weight to put on him. He's skinny as a rake and has perfect teeth and beautiful eyes and a beautiful large nose and a really big chin. He's just wonderful. He's great. And he's got no tattoos or piercings and it won't let him get any because he's too cute. I love him.
This picture's shit. This picture's shit. They've got all that equipment and that's the outcome. A black and white screenshot. What happened to... You can 3D print weapons now, and we still get a 2D picture. Why don't we just 3D print the baby? Ah! Wait a minute, there's an idea. That could be the future of all childbirth. Never have to get pregnant again, just 3D print children. We could make people here. We could make...
We've made a person. I kept going, well, I'll have it, and then I was like, no, I can't, and then... I don't agree with abortion, because you can't just be like, oh yeah, well, go and take some pills and it will be done with it. I was scared, because, again, I couldn't cope, and I can't. What?
Ambulance emergency. What's the address of the emergency?
It's right outside in Auburn,
You're outside St Alban the Martyr Church.
That's it, yeah.
Okay, is he awake?
No, he's not, no.
He's not awake, but he's breathing,
no,
yeah?
He's unconscious, but
It's outside a church, it says.
He's a bit of an alcoholic in the night. He has taken quite a bit of drugs. Tom, let's get you up, mate.
You've got your regular patients that we all know, and you get a call there and it just rings a bell and you're like, oh, they're back. Here we go again.
Right, yep.
It's just 2 days since Tom was last picked up by the ambulance service.
He's a bit of a lump.
That's all right. Stay on your side for us, Steve.
That's the most frustrating thing about teenagers and young people. You can see they've got potential still, and I think that's what makes it even sad.
He has taken 12 Paramol, 2 paracetamol and 3 grams of speed.
The BM was 6, wasn't it? He says that's okay.
You just think, come on, there's got to still be a chance, isn't there? Is that really it? Are you now going to head down into this 40, 50, 6-year-old, alcoholic or drug situation?
How are you feeling?
I think that's the saddest bit. You want, no one should have to live like that. I don't feel I can do a massive amount about it. I can only go at that time and deal with the situation. I understand why we get pulled into it, but there's a much, much bigger picture. I don't know what the answer is for all of that. There's so many of them. I wouldn't even begin to know where to start.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what happened.
My son's been stabbed twice. He's unconscious.
Are you with him now?
I am, yeah.
How old is he?
18.
Is there any serious bleeding?
It's bleeding, but I can't look at it.
As a mum, you want to protect your kids no matter what you have to do, you protect them, and it was just like there was nothing I could have done.
Is there more than one wound?
Yeah, there's 2. There's one on his back as well.
Okay.
Ryan! He's gone unconscious again. We just get him here quick.
Okay.
I just remember him laying down here and bleeding, thinking that's it. It could have ended there. His life could have ended quite easily.
Which one is it? I don't need to take out, yeah?
No.
Where are we?
Mum's going to try and find the knife because I need to know what
depth it is.
Okay. It is. Okay.
Can you remember what type of knife it was?
You've got a post.
My brothers, they was no angels, and they used to have fights. They would never pick up a knife and walk out the door. They would never have dreamt of it. So I don't know whether it was in that gap between my brothers and Ryan growing up, I don't know. But now you can't just go out and have a fight. You're going to get stabbed or you're going to get shot.
Because of where it is, we're going to rush into hospital. Is that concerned with whether it's gone into your lungs or not? Police have been informed that they'll probably meet us down the hospital.
No, but I don't want to talk to them.
Okay, well, they'll probably want to talk to you, but
I'm not saying nothing.
okay, all right. Let's just make sure you're all right, yeah?
It's madness. He's one of the lucky ones. There's mothers out there that are still grieving for the sons that have been stabbed. Is it really worth it? They don't realise what they're doing.
Do you think they need to go to hospital?
What the concern is, obviously, Ryan, is what's happening inside. The entry wound's only little, but we need to look at what's happened inside, yeah?
I'd lock him in the house if could.
You might be bleeding internally. Can I get some access? Can I get an IV line in just to give you fluids, mate?
Needle?
Needle, yeah.
Oh, they hurt.
No, I'm ever so gentle.
You've just been stabbed, mate.
You've just been stabbed with a big knife, dude. What are you worried about little needle for?
Needles.
Sharp scratch, mate.
Do you ask at university for paramedics?
You do now?
Yeah.
Different way of getting qualifying now than that used to back in our day.
Can I have your other arm for blood pressure?
Right, this is cold water. You're going to feel it get cold up your arm, mate. Right.
Straight now.
When you give birth to a child, it's forever, not just for... you've got to look after him and guide him the right way. even when they're becoming adults. I think it's harder when they're becoming adults than what it is when they're babies, because at least you know where they are when they're babies.
Right.
Hmm?
Come on.
What was that?
That was racing. I know what I could have done. I could have kept it, but it would have just been too hard, and the relationship would have been jeopardized. My relationship with my family would have been jeopardized. My relationship with myself and the child would have been jeopardized because I would have been depressed, because I would have probably dropped out of uni and just not been able to cope. I don't regret having a termination. I despise the fact that I have had one because I don't agree with it, but in that circumstance, I think it was the right thing to do for all three of us. So, I think growing up's hard for everyone because people don't want to accept the fact that they can't be a child anymore. Unfortunately for me, I've accepted it a bit too early. And then accepted adulthood too early.
What did he take?
He's been drinking vodka straight all night.
Right, okay.
I need to get him in to get him home. That's what I will get checked out.
Right, we won't take him home. We'll take him to hospital.
Certainly in the years I've been in the ambulance service, the number of calls has increased.
Where do you need the ambulance to come to?
Where are we? I ain't got a clue where to turn. We're in a crematory.
You're in a where? Sorry? Hello?
Young people will keep calling. We'll still keep going.
No, it wasn't for a party. 21-year-old outside here drunk, asleep.
I think you should be there, yeah.
I've never been in the back of an ambulance other than at work. But, you know, you've all got to make silly mistakes to learn and mature from it.
Did you ring? No? You should be in bed, surely. 10 to 10? Not yet.
Your childhood's over in a flash, isn't it? You've got to make the most of it. There's plenty of time for them to be adults, you know. It's no fun being an adult, really. That's when everything gets serious.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
Guy just dropped from the window and from the first floor.
He's fallen out of a first floor window.
We've all done stupid things. We've all done things that we shouldn't have done and thought, oh, glad I got away with that one. But then you've got the unlucky ones that they see me because it has gone seriously wrong.
Tell me exactly what's happened, please.
Hi there. My housemate is we've been drinking. He's so drunk, like we can't really get him to respond.
Shine a light in your eye. Whoa, dinner, please. They are huge.
It's not easy being a parent, and you just have to let them make their own mistakes. Whether or not it's up to the ambulance service to pick up the pieces, I suppose it is really, because there is nobody else that can.
Just get this up to there. Oh, I apologise, Lee.
The nation needs to know that their children are being looked after by surrogate parents, and we're dressed in green and we drive big yellow ambulances.
Kazim was rushed to a specialist trauma unit and received life-saving surgery. The physical consequences of the attack will remain with him forever.
Sometimes still difficult breathing. A few sharp pains, can't move about in certain ways as much or as far. Some things of it's not going to get better. Maybe in some directions I'm not going to be able to move again because maybe all scar tissue around it will stop the movement. So it could be a lifetime thing, just hoping it all goes well. It's going well at the moment.
Ryan is also recovering from his stab wounds. back home with his mum.
I've not been right since. It just feels like I'm suffocating and I just want to get out of this area.
Margarita won her place at university. Her father has bought her a house to live in.
So it's Tom, is it?
Tom, however, remains a regular user of the ambulance service.
Where's this blood come from, do you know? Is this all from your face?
As predicted, James didn't die. And after a summer working on a neighbour's farm, he's off for a well-earned break in Ayia Napa.
Moe, far too posh for this Napa business.
It's not just Moe, it's Rosé Moe actually.
Rosé Moe.
My parents are not going to find out anything about me being messy at all, so I'm going to make sure I don't end up in hospital like I have done previously. And
nice, wasn't it, mate? 3 times so far?
Twice, actually.
Only twice?
Twice, actually.
Another day breaks. Short sigh. For some, it'll be the best day of their life. For others, it will be the worst.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
There's one emergency service that gets to know us more intimately than any other.
If you feel sick and you need to vomit, just vomit, but let me know when you're finished.
When you called in, you said that she'd been drinking and she'd messed herself.
They'll spill everything out to us. For some reason, they seem to think we hold all the answers.
Any chance you can remember where Trevor Cliff lives?
In the UK, an ambulance is now dispatched once every 5 seconds.
Whoa! So many points for that. Right. See ya.
At a cost of £250 a time.
That went well.
OK, look at him closely and tell me if he's breathing at all.
Filming with ambulance call handlers
You need to pump the chest hard and fast at least twice per second.
and paramedics across Britain.
I think we're going to have to go up, Neil. What are you doing out here? I'll stay back. No, I'm staying back. I'm staying back. I'm staying back.
It's all right, mate.
This is the story of why we're in greater need of the ambulance service than ever before.
Mate, we don't want you to take an overdose.
I don't give a shit. I'm desperate to get help. Help me.
No, I just don't want to be here anymore because of my appearance.
It's what's inside though, isn't it, sweetheart?
It's not me, it's my friend who's been stabbed.
Of emergencies that change lives forever.
I just remember him laying down here and bleeding, thinking, that's it. Give me a hug.
And what happens when the medical emergency is over
James, lay down, mate. James, lay down, that's it.
and the paramedics have left.
I just delivered my nephew.
This time, how as people live longer than ever before. It's increasingly the ambulance service who are left to care for our ageing relatives.
There's not that community where you can knock on someone's door. People don't do that anymore. So what does this little oldie do? They press their button and the ambulance turns up.
Nobody cares anymore.
Well, we do. That's why we're here.
We care about you.
How old are you?
79. All being well, I'll be 80 in October.
OK.
And how old are you?
Yeah, almost 83.
Okay. Are you clammy?
I'm everything you can think of.
Okay.
There are 11 million pensioners in the UK, and in 6 years their numbers will swell by a quarter.
Is your wife able to unlock the door and get ready to meet them?
Oh yes, Joan is fine. Joan's 81, but we're fine like that.
On a day-to-day basis, if you do 8 jobs, at least 6 of them or 7 of them will be elderly people, I would say, on average.
But you've took more than you should have on purpose, have you?
Yeah.
All right, are you going to
try and get some poo out because I'm absolutely compacted. I've not been to the toilet for 3 months.
The population getting older and living longer, it's a problem that we're struggling to come to terms with as we speak. There's no doubt about that.
Hello.
Paramedics have been dispatched to a care home in Nottingham, where a resident has sustained a bump to the head and appears drowsy.
Where is she? Which one's Jean? Jean, darling, you all right? My name's Michael, this is Mark.
God, what the hell are you standing there?
Just want to have a look at the
Let me just check your blood pressure.
Shut up, you... I'm not Jeannie, I'm Jean. All right.
Jean, you're not going to let me do anything, darling? No, nothing? No.
Older people are set in their ways, there's no doubt about that. You get your really nice, sweet ones that want to feed you cake, give you tea, but then there's just the ones that maybe they're just grumpy.
Gina, you've got to go to the hospital.
Come on, we've got to go get you checked over.
You've not got to check me, love.
I'm not going to. If you don't want me to, I won't.
Come on, children. Come on. Hey.
Effective use of the C word repeatedly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she's not entertaining anything. She won't let me take blood pressure or anything.
What the hell are you standing there for? You?
I'm checking you're all right, darling. I'm here to help you, aren't I?
You're not going to help me.
I'm not going to help you, OK. Well, all I want to do is put you onto the bed and get you sent to see a doctor.
You'll not put me on the bloody bed. I'll put you with that one day.
They can be cantankerous, they can be an absolute nightmare, but everyone's different. Everyone's got their own personality and they're always going to have.
Margaret! Hello? It's the ambulance service.
I can't quite see if that's her bed. We find that there's this sort of old person witching hour where these people all start to come alive.
It's probably about 4 in the morning. They're stirring to get up and they rolled over. Hello.
Oh, hello.
We've had a call from Careline to say your alarm was activated. They were worried about you.
Caroline, are you?
We're the ambulance service.
Oh.
We've got an ambulance in the road. Careline sent an ambulance because your button was pressed.
It's amazing.
Do you sleep with it on?
Yeah.
Right, OK, you probably rolled on it then.
Could have done.
You could have done.
Oh, I don't know.
To help keep them safe in their homes, 1.5 million OAPs now have personal alarms. So help is just a click away.
They're good when they work, but when they go wrong, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Hello again, Margaret.
Yeah, it must have been that, sweetheart.
Hello.
How you doing? You OK?
Fiddle.
Did you press your buzzer on purpose?
No.
Was it accidental?
I must have it torn, you know.
You must have just rolled over on it in the night, did you? Did you just roll over onto it, did you?
Can we come in?
Yeah.
Is that all right? And we'll sit down so you're not standing in the street in your pants.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No? Is it all right if we come in? Yeah?
Yeah, 5 to 5. What a wake-up call, Gordon, hey?
We've woken you up, but Careline called.
I'm
So you're feeling okay, Gordon?
Oh, yeah. We don't have a lot of thrills, you know. Oh, dear.
Sorry to wake you up.
Well, what's it all about?
Your care line called us because the care line button had been activated.
How'd that happen?
Well, by the looks of it, Gordon's rolled on it.
Oh. I've stopped putting that on at night.
Come in. Sit down.
Sometimes they call through to you, but if they get no response, then they call the ambulance to come and make sure that everything's okay. So that's the only reason why we're here this morning. We don't just drop in on people at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I should hope not. No, it's a bit of a shock.
But as long as everything's okay, we just have to fill out some paperwork. Have you got any medical history at all, Gordon? Any medical problems?
I'm one big problem.
Oh, are you?
Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Nobody cares anymore.
Well, we do. That's why we're here.
We do.
But they don't.
We do, though.
I know.
We care about you.
Yeah.
Would you like a cup of tea? Do you want sugar? Do you want sugar? Yeah. I know where it is, but do you want sugar? One. And do you want milk?
Just a drop.
A drop and one. OK, I'll do that for you.
I am accused of shouting a lot at old people, especially the ones that aren't deaf. You assume they're all going to be a little bit mutton.
You're there going, Mavis, what we're going to do now is... And she's like, what?
We're going now. We'll leave you to it, all right? Enjoy your cup of tea.
See you later. Bye.
Sometimes when we've had a really bad shift, you know, I say, that's what I'm going to do when I'm old. I'm going to throw myself on the floor at 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to press my link line. I'm going to wet myself. And that's how I'm going to get my own back.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
It's my wife has fell over in the bedroom. She's 80, nearly 83, 82 now, and I'm unable to pick her up.
OK. So you've gone to sit down and you've fallen over?
Yes, exactly.
Nan down is any old person who's fallen, and as soon as you see the age and the sort of patient, you go, oh, it's a nan down.
Nana had a fall yesterday. She lost her balance and trying to take her knickers down to go to the toilet.
We go to quite a lot of falls, you know, they've either fallen out of bed or, you know, getting up to go to the toilet and either their slippers don't grip enough or something like that.
Get you off the floor and we can have a good look at you, can't we?
Put me in the garbage.
In the garbage.
What's happened?
Went down on my arse.
What were you trying to do? Get in there?
Oh, yeah, I was getting ready to go in there, but my leg gives way.
Yeah, they're always quite pleased to see me, though, especially when I can stand them up quite quickly and they're ooh, that was exciting.
Just bear with us.
Whoa, that's good strength.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. There we go.
There we are. Just get your bearings.
All right,
Yeah?
Oh, dear, that's...
Sounds a bit funny, doesn't it?
My God, you're tall.
That's because you're sat on the floor.
If you think of someone falling over, it is trivial, isn't it? I mean, it's something that we've all done. But actually, it's really scary. And I think once they've lost their confidence, everything kind of comes out of kilter.
What I need from you is I need to see you stand up and mobilise before we can decide what we're going to do with you.
Stand up. Not very good at my feet, stand up, Rich.
Clearly, that's why you fell over.
I went to a gentleman about 2 weeks ago, and when we got there, you know, he was really in a sorry state. He'd wet himself, so consequently he'd been laying in that for, well, 9 hours. So then he had burns, and I think they become quite sort of scared.
Well done. Right. There you go. Night-night. Sleep well, darling. Bye-bye. You're welcome.
In the UK, more than 10,000 old people suffer a fall every day.
On one hand, you think that's not what the ambulance service is here for in this day and age. We are stretched to capacity. But on the other hand, there isn't another care provider that can do that. So if we don't do it, no one else will. So we are going to a 91-year-old female who's had multiple falls, querying a TIA, so mini stroke. And this is a doctor's urgent, so it means the GP has probably spoken to him on the phone. Very doubtful whether he's actually visited. And he's decided that she needs further investigation from the nearshot.
Referrals from GPs too overloaded to visit their elderly patients now result in more than 500,000 ambulance call-outs a year.
Hello there. What's your name?
Edna Wooster.
Edna, I'm Jamie and that's Nick. Where should we go?
Bertie, because I'm Wooster.
Bertie Wooster.
Yeah.
So, Bertie.
I know.
What's been happening?
Well, I had a very nasty fall.
What, today?
And the funny thing was, I must tell you, because there's always a funny side to it. I was in the garden and I was feeling, you know, not my jaunty self. Picked up the plate of raspberries I put out to defrost. And I got towards the door, I just went. And the raspberries must have followed me, but they went up. And then they came down, and the floor was smothered. Imagine, can't you?
I am a massive sucker for a cute old lady when they, oh, sit down, dear. Say, oh, okay. Thanks, Nan. I'm just going to ask you a few questions about that chin, because that does look a bit nasty.
It is nasty.
So you fell Tuesday?
Yes, I've got very bad legs. I used to have very nice legs, but that was a few years ago. Because I'm only young, you know.
You look young. How young are you?
92 in
Are you really?
September.
How old do you feel?
Sometimes quite young until I start to do things, and then I realise I'm not as young as I think I am. And I think the secret, quite honestly, is count your blessings for what you've got. You know, people are so greedy today, aren't they?
Will no doubt live to 102 at this rate.
Oh, God, please no, thank you. If I get to the time when I've really had enough, that's my one wish, that I'm in my own bed with a little pill, a hot water bottle at my back, and maybe a double scotch or a glass of champagne or G&T and the lovely music in the background, and let me slip away. You know, I have had a very happy life.
It sounds like it, yeah.
I'm very grateful. Never had masses of money, and I don't think that's important. You just make the best of what you've got, don't you? I don't agree with having Botox and all that nonsense. It's ridiculous. I think they look absolutely hideous, some of these women. Doesn't improve them at all. I don't know who they're kidding.
Bertie, can I just take your glasses off? Is that okay?
Of course.
Do you need them to see me?
Well, oh no,
Oh.
chubby face. I'm not.
Oh.
No, you've got a lovely, friendly face.
They call me a hamster.
Do they?
Yeah.
They call you more than that when you're not
They
around,
do
mate.
too, yeah, but never to my face. We do meet some amazing people where you do hang on their every word. And as proved by Edna, just because you're old in age doesn't mean you're old in heart. She certainly proved that.
Now I'll take your arm, sir.
Come on then.
Oh, it's a real chubby one, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know, You sound like my nan.
I've been sad. Of course I have had sadness in my life. But you've just got to accept it and get over it the best way you can. Because on the blackest day, there's always someone who's suffering more.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
I think my wife's passed out. I don't know whether she's had a stroke or heart attack or what.
Are you with her now?
Yes.
How old is she?
86.
Is she awake?
No, she just passed out.
Is she breathing?
No.
Did you see her pass out?
Yeah, she just slung her hands about and all that and then passed out.
We've organised an outboard. If you stay on the line, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do next. Are you right by her now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, listen carefully. We need to lay her flat on her back on the ground and remove any pillows.
Yeah.
Can you do that?
No, I can't do that. She's too heavy.
Where is she at the moment?
She's on the couch.
On the couch. Is there someone that can help you to get her onto the
No,
ground?
there's enemy. And I'm 86.
Extreme caution.
Bring back. Hello. Where are we? Where is she? How long's she been there?
Another 10 minutes. I've been on the phone for about 10 minutes.
What happened?
Well, she was getting ready for bed.
Yeah.
And she got no energy to put anything on.
Okay.
And all of a sudden she just flung her arms up like
Right.
that.
Okay. And then collapsed.
And then collapsed.
Yeah, good help. Continue, sure. All clear? Clear.
We've been married 66 years.
Have you really?
Yeah. He's on the saloon now. Fighting for your life.
Yeah.
You're doing the best you can.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Is your son coming then?
He's on his way.
Alright.
Clear?
Yeah.
We're going to stop, mate, because there's no signs of life. There's nothing. I'm sorry, mate.
Come on, lads, you make your drink or something. Hey? On a cuppa.
Come over sit in the other room for a minute. I'm just going to take you out of the way. Come on, we'll bring you back in a minute, mate. Come on.
Go on then. Be with you in a minute, we'll make it a bit more decent for you.
Come with me, chap. It doesn't matter what age they are, to go and tell somebody that there's no more we can do and there's no signs of life. It's the worst job in the world. Where's your kitchen? Can you have a sit down in here? You're always going to be upset, but you can't show that. You've just got to be your normal self. And then a lot of us, your emotion comes out afterwards. Definitely. Can I get you a drink of anything? Make you a cup of tea? I'll see to it, don't worry. Don't worry.
I'll put some milk.
Did you?
I'll put some milk in there.
All right, I'll see to it for you.
It's in that too.
Do you want sugar?
2, please.
2 sugars. Are we using this milk in this cup?
Well, there's some in that saucepan there. Look.
All right.
She was got a couple of hot milk to take to bed with.
Did she? Yeah, they are, mate.
Thank you very much. Do you want one?
No, you're fine. Ugh. Been married 66 years.
Yeah, there was a letter from the Queen a couple of years ago.
Really? Is that all right?
Yeah, lovely, thank you.
And when your son comes, we'll arrange for the people to come and collect her, but we'll wait till they come.
When will that be?
Within a couple of hours,
Today?
an hour or so,
Today,
yeah. We'll sort that out. We'll wait till your son comes and we'll sort that out. You don't need to go anywhere. We'll let you see her. We'll let you see her. Let's wait till your son arrives. Come on.
I lived on a house in Raleigh Street, and she used to go and visit the people next door, which she called her auntie, and that's the time we met. So we sort of the girl next door, if you know what I mean.
Have you just got one son? Yeah. Is he married?
2 grandsons.
2 grandsons.
Got married to All Saints Church in Nottingham. It's on Valley Street. It's a big church, nice church. And it's still open. It's still yeah.
Drink your tea, mate. Have a cup of tea.
She never wanted to get old. She's often said that, oh, I don't want to get old. So, I mean, she did get old. Well, even call 87 old.
He's in here. Have a sit down with you.
Thank you.
Right, I've made him a cup of tea, so
Yeah,
we'll just...
thank you.
No, you're all right. We're not going to shoot off anywhere for a minute.
Thank you for what you've done.
She wasn't in any pain, was
No,
she? You didn't mess about with her too much, did you?
We did CPR just for a bit, but there was nothing. He was just helping her get undressed, and then she just went...
That's what she would have wanted, to be honest.
Very.
She didn't want to go to hospital and be
No.
messed about with or anything.
Just wanted to go.
Yeah.
It was very quick. We did try. initially.
She's been ill for a while.
Has she?
Yeah, oh yeah. And we'd had the doctor to her. And she's just one of these people who want the doctor. You know, even when he came, she was all right. You know, there was nothing wrong with her.
Yeah.
And when I saw her this afternoon, I said to Mark, I said, she's obviously not well.
No, he said it was very quick.
I suppose if you could have a good ending, it was a good ending for her because it was in her own front room. It was on, you know, it was on her sofa. She had Reg with her. She's seen the family in the afternoon. So, as it was, it was her decision in the end. It was what she would have wanted.
If something happens like that, you know, that really, you know, hits your heart, you know, full well, you're not going to see them again, no. No, I had a family of 6, and I'm the last one.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
No, I've given my wife accidentally an overdose of risperidone.
Right, okay.
I read the label wrong on the bottle, and I've given it 10 times as much. It can be very dangerous if you take too much.
Okay, what's your wife's name?
Lillian.
We met at a youth club on Valentine's night, 1957, and we made a date for the following day. You know, and that was it. That's how it all started.
Are you with her now?
Yes, I am.
How old is she?
She's 73. She's got dementia.
Dementia, okay.
I believe you have a soul partner, you know, and it don't matter what happens, you've got a soul partner, and you find a soul partner. We found each other. Our life's upside down now to what it used to be.
Hello, sir. How are we doing?
I've read this wrong, and I've given 2 of them.
So have you just done it to just a one time, or have you done it?
No, I did it 4 times. It's 4 times more each day.
Okay, 4 times.
Yeah, 4 times a day.
Yeah, 4 times a day. Yeah. So that means you've had 20 milligrams in total. Because it's almost gone, hasn't it? What other tablets is she on?
Oh.
Do you have any carers or anything?
Yeah, me.
Are you a main carer?
If I can't look after her, somebody else has got to, then I don't want that, you know. I was put on this earth to look after her, let's put it that way.
Hello, it's Selena from the ambulance service. Good morning, how you doing? I'm just with a lady at the minute. Basically what has happened is she's been prescribed oral risperidone since Tuesday. The husband has misread the amount he's meant to give her, and he's been drawing up extra in the syringe. Yeah. Thank you very much for your help then, doctor. Yeah, brilliant. You're a star. Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So the doctor's have referred to stay at home. Got to let it work through our system.
Yeah.
He'll see you tomorrow morning at 11:10 down at the doctor's. All right then.
Yep.
We'll leave that on there. Okay? You sure?
Yeah.
Any other more questions?
No.
You all right?
Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Fine.
Fine, fine, fine.
Take a deep breath when you've got it.
Yeah. Oh, you can do that now if you like.
More than 750,000 OAPs are the sole full-time carers for their partner.
When we think about sickness and in health, you think about a bit of man flu or a broken ankle or, you know, or something like that. That's the sort of sickness you're probably thinking about. You're not thinking 40 years down the line when things like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's and everything else comes into effect.
Okay there? With dementia, you've got to be on the ball 24 hours a day, you know. I don't get much sleep at all, you know.
You always do.
Okay? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. How old are you, Ken?
I'm 76.
And how old do you feel?
96. No, I've always been young at heart and young at the. I feel in my 40s,
What
50s.
we're doing now? It is a 24-hour-a-day, 7-day-a-week job looking after somebody who needs constant care. They try to do it all on their own and it just gets too much for them.
Tell me exactly what's happened.
Well, oh, God help us. Me pain, me chest pain, darling, that's it.
Chest pain, okay. How old are you?
I'm 81, darling.
All right, okay. Is your breathing normal for you?
Yeah, I suppose so, darling, I'm not going to lie.
Did you take any drugs or medications in the past 12 hours?
Yes, what did I take? Yes, I did. I took it. I don't even know what they... Yeah, I don't understand it. Oh, God.
Are they medications that the doctor has given you?
Yeah, that's it. You got it. Yeah.
Okay, we have organised help for you.
Oh, thank you.
In the past 10 days, he's been in every single day, and on about 4 of them days, he's been in 3 times. That's just crazy. That's like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20 admissions in nearly a week.
How we doing, crew? All right?
Not bad.
So, John has called this evening because he's been experiencing chest pain.
He has had a cracked rib, didn't you, John?
I tell you what, there's so much bullshit today, I don't know what anything happened on that. Sorry, darling.
That's all right.
I know you're a woman.
The point being, John, is that you're not remembering to take your painkillers, so when you go to bed at night, it's going to wake you up, the pain that you're suffering at the minute, isn't it?
I should take the painkillers, which is what I normally have. That's the first thing I have in the morning, that one. And I go, oh, goodness me, I don't know if this makes sense to you people like this.
So you're taking them every 4 hours,
That's it,
and you
roughly
take them at 4 p.m, 8 p.m, and 12 p.m.
That's it, something like that.
That's what you follow.
Yeah.
It's very rare that you find an elderly person not on a medication. It's very, very rare. They're on at least 4.
2 at 10.
Yeah.
2 at 2:20.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 1 hour before dinner, 1 hour after dinner, before bedtime only, 20 minutes before this. And, you know, they don't know what they're taking or when they're supposed to or why they're even taking it.
Every 4 hours, look.
Did you take one at midnight, at 12 p.m. last night?
If I had to swear I had it, then I don't want to lie to you.
The problem is, you've been called in an ambulance every day. Now, that is costing a lot of money to the NHS, all right?
So who do I call in if it's not you people?
Well, you take the pain relief the doctor's told you to take. You haven't been taking the tablets that they've given you to take.
What tablets?
The ones you showed me, the ones I've given you, paracetamol and codeine.
I'm a walking bloody chemist.
A typical British pensioner collects 60 separate prescriptions a year.
There's so many medications out on the market these days, and there's no point in going over stuff for ages because you might as well be writing it in Egyptian hieroglyphics. It's just not going to make any sense to them. They want to look after themselves, but sometimes that's just not possible.
Ambulance emergency, tell me exactly what's happened.
I'm calling from a care line. We have a client, Mrs. Holdsworth, who's pressed the panic button. She actually passed out. She's come to now, but she's still on the floor.
How old is she, please?
She's 78. There is a gentleman there, it's her neighbour, and he's on scene to let you in.
Okay.
Right, let's just undo this bit here.
What you're going to do is expose me bits and bobs, but it doesn't matter.
Well, we'll do it in good taste, eh? Ready, steady, left.
Oh, excellent.
Just get your bearings standing up, my love. Shall we head to your room?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, ow. Yes, this is not comfortable.
Who else lives here, my love?
Nobody.
So you live here alone?
I do.
Okay, do you have any carers at all?
Not permanent, no.
Not permanent, but you...
No.
So do you
Well, no, I have you lot if I...
There's no social care required, you self-care,
Yeah,
do
I'm
your own
fine.
shopping
Yeah, I can run my life. It's just that my health isn't as good as it was, and it's a bit more difficult when you're on your own as well, you see.
Retired music teacher Molly has been living alone since her husband passed away 4 years ago.
She shouldn't be alone in this home. We can't tell her that.
But what can you base that upon?
Because she's fragile and will fall. She's falling. She's not.
But we can still... at the moment, it's all about trying to keep people in their own home.
I understand.
And
She needs then somebody here.
But if she's a very private lady and she wants to live in her own house, that's still her choice, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Could you pinpoint where the pain is?
Sort of down there. Really.
Around the bladder area, is it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
How do you feel about coming to the hospital for a checkup?
Well, I mean, if I could be here today
Yeah.
and see how it goes today and overnight, and then on Monday I'd bring the duty doctor to come.
There's a fear factor. They think if they can't cope at home anymore, they're going to be taken out of their home and they're going to be made to sell their house to pay for care, and they're worried that we could change their lives in a way that they're not expecting.
Molly, you would get quicker results if you were to go with the gentleman
Yeah, I know I would.
than if you were to wait to go to see the doctor on Monday.
They don't want our help because they think if we help them, we could take away their independence. And no one wants to lose their independence.
Should we get you on the ambulance then?
I expect so. Don't like leaving the place.
You want me to get a few things together for you, Mum?
I'd like some socks. Is the one there with like black with music notes on it?
I've got that.
They'll do. I don't like leaving the house in such a mess.
Don't worry about it.
What happened to me comb? Oh dear. I haven't got a comb now.
Oh dear.
It's the one thing I like. Have a comb.
I think your hair looks lovely.
I feel terrible. I haven't combed it, you see, since I got up.
I went to a patient yesterday, 100 years old, and I thought, my God, you're 100 years of age. The things you have seen and the people you have met, thousands of people over your lifetime, like, for example, me. I've got quite a lot of friends. You know, who's to say that when I'm 97, I won't be in a care home and I have no one, no next of kin? How can that be? How does that happen?
Don't have children. Who's your next of kin going to be if you don't have kids?
Are you saying spawn to make sure I'm not lonely when I'm older?
No, I'm just saying that's how it happens. Like, people don't have kids and they don't, like, have much...
What about friends? What happens? What happens as you get older?
They all die. That's what people do. You hit 100. How many people hit 100 years of age?
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is, why, as we get older, do we get lonelier? And
because
like, even in the 70s, 80s, 90s.
But the community spirit's gone, isn't it?
Yeah, but where?
Well, it's because everyone's behind closed doors now. Like, that's why the way it works, and that's why we go out so much more.
Does it not scare you, though, to think, well, what's this going to be like when you're 80 years old?
Well, I try not to. I don't think I'm going to hit that age anyway, so...
Oh, so I can't deal with these issues at 5 o'clock in the morning.
How old is she?
No, how old are you? 92.
92.
Yeah. His breathing's very bad, and what happened, I think he got a bit giddy.
He got a bit giddy, did he?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
How old for you is old?
Well, I used to say 50, but now that I'm 49, I'd like to say about 75. The thought of working to 67, it's just outrageous. I certainly won't be picking people up off the floor when I'm 67.
Have you noticed any of the early signs of getting old?
Oh, definitely, yeah. My hair's starting to go a little bit grey.
I've got wrinkles under here. There's like little lines.
I think I probably make a bit of a noise when I sit down now.
Age spots on my arms.
Hangovers get worse, definitely.
And I've noticed my veins are more prominent on my hand, where my skin's getting thinner.
You get up and look in the mirror and think, I'm sure when I was 20, everything just pinged back beautifully into place.
But the knees, definitely, it sounds like people are breaking cups.
Ambulance, tell me exactly what's happened.
Hello, I'm calling from a lifeline. The carer's just rang to say that she's found one of her residents in the bath.
How old is the patient?
He's 82.
Is there any water in the bath?
No, she said there wasn't, and he is fully closed.
Okay.
Hello, it's the ambulance service.
In Nottingham, paramedics have been called to a sheltered housing scheme designed to enable old people to maintain their independence.
Is he still in the bath, is he?
Yeah, he's trying to get out. I'm trying to see where he is.
Any injuries that you can see?
Not that I can see of.
All right. Hello. What are you doing in there?
Can you lift me out of it?
Hopefully we can. We'll have a go.
Give me your arm, sweetheart.
Minute.
Don't let go.
We won't
We won't let
sweetheart.
go.
You
3, 2, 1, up.
Stand.
Oh.
Stand up, get your balance.
Oh.
Get your balance.
I'm going to go forward.
You're not going to fall.
You're not.
I'm in sideways.
That's it. You get your balance, then we've got to get you over here.
We've got you, darling.
Lift your leg up. Lift this leg up. There you go.
Oh, bless.
Look at that.
Sorry, that's your foot.
That's all right. It can take it. And the other one.
On the left.
Right,
You're all
get
right.
this
You've done
leg.
really, really well.
Get this leg, sweetheart.
Hey.
Wow. There we go.
Older people are just not really the speediest, are they?
Oh my, no, far from it, no.
Steady. Is it?
There's normal speed and then there's elderly people's speed. But if it takes that long, then it takes that long.
The bottom.
What? Go to the toilet first.
You're down my leg.
Oh, go, 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 go.
What's that finger?
Fucking.
Go on, go. Have you already been? Oh, okay. We're going to have to change him. Robert, we're going to have to change you and then take you into hospital. Gonna need a bowl of hot water. I'm not really paying attention to what's around me at the minute. I'm focusing on my breathing. You guys are his only two carers.
We're only here for meds at night.
No, stay there. Sit down. We need to clean you. You can't move. Look, you're in a mess.
Government cuts mean carers are now increasingly expected to deal with elderly patients in as little as 15 minutes.
15 minutes is unachievable. Bathing somebody in 15 minutes, showering somebody in 15, even making somebody's breakfast, just making the breakfast can take 15 minutes. How does that work? The logistics of it is not going to work. Does none of your carers raised that this isn't is unsafe or anything like that? Or do you guys just come in, do your thing and go?
Well, it's all we can do sometimes.
The care staff that I speak to, they just say, I've got my manager phoning me up saying I need to be here, I need to be there. All these people to see, it just doesn't work. I think you just need to stop, take it all away and start again.
Hold on to there, good man. You're doing really well. That's just like putting a time on someone's life. It's like turning on an egg timer when you walk through the door and you're sitting watching the egg timer. I'd be sitting watching the egg timer going, it's almost gone, it's almost gone, she's going to go in a minute, she's going to go, I'm not dressed, I'm not ready, I've not had my breakfast. Do you know what I mean? That's what they're going to be thinking. So maybe you're putting a bit of fear into the patient as well a little bit. There we go, a lot cleaner now.
A lot of people, and I do understand why it happens as well, they stop identifying old people as being human beings that have ever existed. They're just things that are in a bed that, you know, are quite annoying. They stop empathising with them because, you know, they just become nothing to them, really. I think that's the way in which our society pushes our thinking. We just shove them all in a home and ignore them. It doesn't happen in other parts of the world.
I suppose when someone stops having the ability to communicate, I think it is easy to sort of switch off a little bit, your feelings for them.
But even when they aren't in that state, they are still binned off, you know what I mean? Unless you're going to be compassionate and actually look after somebody properly in the way that they should be, then just don't bother at all. Just fucking, you know, fire them out of a cannon or something, you know, like, end it.
To think that I could step in when somebody has been on the floor for however long and you can get them back into bed. Yeah, it's nice that you've done something, that you were there when no one else was.
Four months after the death of his wife Mary, Reg is adjusting to life alone.
It's very strange, you know. We get 2 plates out and you think, oh, and I need one. And when you come to making a drink at night time, I think about putting 2 cups out, but then I realise I only want one.
How old do you feel?
50. I don't feel old.
Don't forget your seatbelt.
Every Friday, Reg goes to stay with his son and daughter-in-law for the weekend.
You all right back there, Dad?
Do you think looking after your parents is a part of your role as a son?
Yes. Yes. It's something that you have to do. And if you don't do it, that's when society falls in.
All right, eh?
Lillian suffered no lasting effects from the overdose, and Ken continues to care for her.
If I can be with her 25 hours a day, 8 days a week, I would be, you know. And that's how it's always been.
Edna Bertie Worcester was given a clean bill of health and is happily back home.
Well, this is another day in my life, isn't it, that I've never had before?
This handbag does have a habit of hiding things
in little nooks and crannies.
Unfortunately, Molly was too ill to stay at home and passed away in hospital 2 months later.
Up, stand.
Robert is now living in a home where he receives round-the-clock care.
You're not going to fall.
For John, the struggle to get to grips with his medication continues.
Take with food. Do not take more than 2 at a time.
I don't want to go in any nursing home or anything like that, no. Too many old people in nursing homes.